Hello, 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 Barca fans. How are we feeling? How are we doing after that motion? Let the emotions calm down and everything after all the tension, the roller coaster of a game that we had on Thursday. That win, very important win at the Santiago Bernabeu. But today, it's time to flip the switch. We're in La Liga mode today, match day 24 against a tough opponent, Valencia, a side who right now are in the relegation zone, and it's always very tough in the final stages of the season when you face those teams with that kind of urgency, that kind of needing to get out of relegation zone. Team with a new coach in the last few weeks, so we'll see how we fare against them. We have lots of absences today, injuries, Pelé suspended, Bruno Ballester. Let us know about Barca's lineup.
Good afternoon from a sunny Spotify Camp Nou today with lots of kids in the stands. So yes, we have the lineup of Xavi Hernandez for this clash today. Starting with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, with Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Andreas Christensen, who's back in the starting lineup, and Alejandro Balde. Sunny day at the Spotify Camp Nou today, and Barca needs the points to increase the gap up to 10 points with Real Madrid in La Liga.
Thank you very much, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a few minutes for more things for Valencia's lineup and all the preview. Right, got a lot to unpack. Let's get going. We want to know, first of all, your thoughts on the lineup from 1 to 10. Let us know. Do you like it? Do you not? On the live chat, 10 is the highest score, 1 is the lowest. We've done different. A reminder for those of you who have just landed on planet Earth after a 2-week vacation. No Pedri, injured. No Lewandowski, injured. No Dembele, injured. And no Gavi, who is suspended. Also, no Xavi Hernandez on the bench today. He is also suspended. Irati Vidal, with all of that, or taking all of that into account, what are your thoughts on the lineup?
Taking into account all of that, I think it's the perfect lineup to face Valencia today. Will be a really thought game because they are not only fighting relegation, but we have seen the lineup they are putting there, going to the park. So we need a lot of speed. So that's why I think Ansu, Ferran, and Rafinha up there with a lot of movement can give a lot of things to this Barca.
Spence, first time in a while that we've come out. And Rafinha with a 4-3-3.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I like what staff have done. Obviously, these are all Xavi's calls in the end, and throughout the game, it'll still be getting going in the starting lineup. He became a threat because he knew he had the time and energy to spread himself out over 90 minutes. And so tonight,
Spence?
Yeah, of course, because important, but again, we are back in La Liga, everything has changed, and we saw what the team that is fighting to not get into relegation as Almeria did to us, so we have to be careful.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that there's a slight caveat and caution thrown out there that Xavi said after the Madrid game that we didn't quite play the way we intended to and the way we wanted to, and we couldn't get out the same way, and that's why the possession numbers reflect what we saw in the game. And so Barca still have to work to find those spaces and to get out in the open and try and score some goals their way. Today's a good day to do that because Valencia are missing a lot of players as well.
Let's head back to the Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno Ballester, let us know about Valencia's lineup. What are we facing today?
Yes, Valencia under new coach Rubén Baraja, and it's going to be his third game managing Valencia after the club decided to sack Gennaro Gattuso. He's starting today with a really defensive team, with a 5-4-1, with Mamardashvili in goal, with the back four with Thierry Correia, Comert, midfielders there with Guillamon, Almeida, Ilash Moriba, who's back at the Spotify Camp Nou, and also Samuel Lino. And up front is going to be Hugo Duro. They have important absences. Striker. So, well, this is the lineup for a Valencia side that absolutely need the points today at the Spotify Camp Nou. They ended with a really run of results. The other Real Sociedad.
Valencia look like
to the same, that they are going to park the bus there. They have put Thierry Correia in full gear to stop that vertical moves of Barça, of Ansu Fati, and then Rafinha in the wings, and then with a full defense. But they also have injuries in defense, like for example Diakabi, and they go with the defense Cheng, that has only played 3 games, and as far as I know, is not the best defender in La Liga.
Valencia do have important
right now, and they're not used to being in this position. They're used to being in the top half of the table and then some, fighting for Champions League positions, fighting for getting into Europe. This year, it's a different fight for them, and it is a significantly less talented lineup on the pitch that we see today than what we're used to seeing for them. So for Barca, this is a chance for them to attack and try and get at and score as many goals as possible, because I don't see as much counter-punching that Valencia can throw as when we saw, say, Barça play Madrid on Thursday and they came out with a couple of counterattacks and scored one.
Let's go back to Bruno. There's a lot of debate after defeat against
in the desert. How important is this match? First of all, crucial game. First option that we are going to give you. Option number 3 depends on what happens this evening in the Betis Real Madrid game. Tough one for Madrid, although Betis have important absences today. Advantage. So we don't have to start the game with the pressure that you need absolutely a point. You need the points, yes, but you have to play calm, and it's going to be tough, of course. The urgencies are for Valencia. That's in a completely different situation than Barça in the drop right now. So yeah, the problems for Valencia, we have to just play in our way.
Thank you, Bruno. My answer. You could kind of afford to drop last week, especially taking into account Real Madrid's result against Atletico. Today, you have to put pressure on them. Today, they're playing later on at 9 o'clock at Betis, a complicated game for them. You have to put pressure on them, and Barca can't miss any more opportunities heading into that Clásico in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because also that if you lose today again, you start feeling nervous about coming back from Real Madrid and everything. And the other option was also like it depends on Real Madrid Betis. can be an extra prize, but you have to focus on the job you have to do right now.
Spence?
Yeah, the most important match is today's match, and I don't want to hear anything about we'll watch the Betis Madrid game and see how it goes and then determine. No, the ball's in your court, as we would say. Get yourself to the finish line by doing what you know how to do yourself. Barça can take advantage by winning today. They can retake that lead, then put the pressure on Madrid in order to make it work.
As always, before the game, we have the words of our assistant coach, Oscar Hernández, talking to our colleague from Barça TV, Marc Brau. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Sí, seguirà sent el mateix, estarem en contacte directe amb ell des de dalt.
Yeah, we have contact with Xavi in the stands, no problem there. So the message from this starting lineup is continuity, even though it's a large squad. Well, in the end, yeah, after the game against Almeria, we need the 3 points today. And so maintain the pressure at the top of the league. How do you see Valencia today? Well, they've changed their trainer. They're a bit more direct since they've done that the last couple of games. But we need to attack them and we need to put them under pressure. How are you expecting them to line up on the Camp Nou today? Well, they might have a defence of 4, but we think could possibly be a 5 as well. Depends where Fouquier plays, really. But I think, yes, they'll be quite defensive most of the time.
See there as to what Valencia might do today. Are they defending with 4 or are they defending with 5? Oscar Hernández today will be the head coach for Barça because, as we said before, Xavi is serving a game of suspension. Right, we have lots of absences in the lineup. Bruno, who do you think the key player is going to be today?
Well, interesting one today, the key player. Right now, our goalkeepers are stepping into the if I come now with an incredible ovation. Ter Stegen, of course, is going to be the starting goalkeeper. He's absolutely in form. And he could be one of the key players, but it's not in our list today. Let's present our options today for the key player. Option number 1, Ferran Torres. He's showing he's improving a lot in the last games. Starting in the one against Cádiz, of course, with a fantastic performance. In the Bernabeu, he was crucial with the pass that he provided to Kessie, and also in the second half, when he switched position to the right, created also a really good opportunity. Option number 2, Ansu Fati, coming from the bench the other day. He probably needs this good performance, and today at the Spotify Camp Nou at home can be a good opportunity for Ansu to show again that he's on track in a good level. And Rafinha, another player that probably in recent games we were expecting a little bit more from him. It's also a good chance for him. So the 3 of them up front can be important, have this opportunity to show Xavi that they deserve more minutes. And I'm going to go for Ferran, option number 1, because after what I've saw from him against Cádiz, it's true that in Almeria was not a best game for any of the players, but also in the Bernabeu I think he was quite good, so I'm going to go for Ferran. Let's see on the live chat the opinion from our viewers. Farmer is saying option 2, Ansu Fati. Also going for Ansu Fati. No, Eric Albano is going 3 for Rafinha. We also have people going for Ferran. Jake saying 3 and 1, Ferran and Rafinha. El Mao also saying Rafinha. Caldun saying 1, 2 and 3, the 3 of them. So yeah, divided opinions, but I'm reading many threes there with Rafinha, and also Narcisa now saying Ansu Fati. Not many ones. That it's my option, Ferran Torres.
I'm going to go with Ansu Fati, I think. It was very unfortunate what happened on Thursday, that he was right in the spot where Kessie had taken the shot and blocked that shot, which could have been a second goal for Barça, and he couldn't quite get out of the way quickly enough. So I think he needs a bounce-back performance from that, because I think he's frustrated, the fans are frustrated, and we need to kill off that frustration.
But can I just push back on that for a second? Because I know that he was in the way of the goal, of the shot that Kessie took. Kessie doesn't have that open space if Ansu doesn't make the run.
Oh, true.
You know, like he's doing all of the things right, and the word you said was unfortunate. That's what it was. There's nothing more than that.
Yeah, he didn't intentionally do it.
Of course not. Of course he didn't intentionally do it.
Having said that, I think Ferran is key today as well. We'll see who plays in the middle, if it's Ferran, if it's Ansu, but I think the two of them today need to have a good performance in a game in which Barca needs goals, needs to create opportunities again. We've had low we've had games with not very many opportunities in the last few games, so we need to regain that rhythm.
Yeah, but in that sense, I think the key player will be Frankie de Jong, because seeing that Valencia is going to park the bus, you need someone to break those lines and to bring the ball up front to this striker. So I really think that Frankie de Jong can be the key player today. And then deep in me, I also want Ansu Fati to bring the best version, to score 1, 2, or the times he needs to just recover the best version of Ansu Fati that really need.
We have the graphic on our screen with ter Stegen warming up. How many saves do you think he's going to make today? Reply, as always, in airplanes. We never check this at the end. We should be checking this at the end of the game.
Maybe we are
writing
better
down our predictions. But today, I'm predicting 2, just 2. 2 saves for ter Stegen today, 2 airplanes. I think it's not going to be a very busy game for him. I think Valencia are going to tend to be defensive, and we saw what Barca can do in terms of defense.
Can I take it even a step further?
Are you going to go 1?
One airplane to get me from here to the Camp Nou.
Okay.
1 airplane, that's all you need.
1 airplane? Good.
I was going to type 2 also. Like, I think 3 is too much and 2 feels too low.
Keep those airplanes coming on the live chat. In the meantime, let's go back to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, what have you prepared for us today?
Yes, we're going to start with Guess the Player. I apologizes because I was mentioning Rafinha's the option 3 was De Jong. So the chat was fully with De Jong, actually, not with Rafinha. And I invented that Rafinha was there on the list. But yeah, I think also can be crucial, Rafinha, for sure. But yeah, it was all of you were thinking about De Jong. And yes, we're going to start with Guess the Player. And here we have the first player. Start making your guesses there on the Guess this players that have scored at the Spotify Camp Nou against Valencia. It's what we are finding today. So, well, let's see this first team match. If you have any clues, do you think who might be this one on the studio? And today I'm gonna do like old times, and I'm gonna just say a name, and you have to go for it, because the other day you played together. Robert was almost trying to find all the answers. So we're gonna start like always with Irati Vidal for this first player.
Okay, just the clue that this is the 1920 season because of the kit. But I'm not giving anything away.
3 seasons ago.
3 seasons ago.
I think it's Ansu.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
I really think it's Ansu. It looks like. I go for Ansu, yeah.
You think it's Ansu? We have many people on the live chat thinking the same. Brui, King Clash, also Firas, Pitches, SYD. Many Ansu Fatis here, so I think you've believed on the live chat, but I have to say that it's no Ansu Fati.
No?
No, it's, let's see if I have someone on the live chat who has the correct answer. No, I don't find anyone on the live chat who has selected De Jong. It was Frankie. We were talking about Frankie. Well, here you have Frankie De Jong. A goal in the 5-2 win in the 1920 season.
Skinny Frankie.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone predicting De Jong, Bruno. Our live chat needs to pick their game up.
The silhouette looked like Ansu.
Okay.
Me too. People at home, let's see if they also improve for the second option, the second Guess the Player. Let's see the image right there. Spencer Siegel. Start thinking about the season with the kid. Not as difficult as other days, I think, because you have there the kid. You have also a celebration here, an iconic celebration from a legend of FC Barcelona. Okay, not any more clues. Let's go, Spencer.
It's not happy.
This is the 11-12 season, Spence.
11-12, yeah.
Last season with Guardiola in charge.
I'm trying.
Tick-tock.
The jump kind of looks like a PK style jump, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
No.
Piqué? I don't think it's big enough for Piqué,
I think it's a striker, right?
It's not big enough?
No, it's not a striker.
No?
And people on the live chat, we're saying Luis Suarez. Also says Fabregas.
Until Robert said the 11-12, that was going to be my guess. Oh, that's a good guess.
Iniesta, I'm reading now from
We
We Walk.
It's not striker.
No, it's not. Fabregas says Simbri. Pedro, Felix, no, it's not a striker. Alexis, no.
Midfielder.
Iniesta?
Here we have some people have answered well. We walk and Sinisa saying Xavi. The first two on the live chat that have picked the correct answer. Our manager today is going to be in one of the boxes at the Spotify Camp Nou, in the stands. We don't really know where he's going to sit. But yeah, Xavi's not in the sideline today and not in the field. Xavi is scoring in a 5-1 victory in the 11-12 season, so another good win of Barça that year. Okay, let's end Robert Bannekout with an historic season for Barça. There you have the player. Also at home. Do you remember this game?
I remember this game. We won 4-0.
Really?
We won 4-0.
Wow.
You have an incredible memory, Robert. Yes, okay.
And it was.
And Robert cannot play this game.
Unless you're toying with me, this was a game in which one of our three strikers that day had a landmark performance, because there were lots of questions around this player in the early parts of the season, and then he kind of took off in this game against Valencia. I remember that. So he scored a hat-trick. But there was another player who scored one, and I can't remember who the player who scored one was. So have you gone for the one with the hat-trick, or have you gone with the one who scored one?
No, you don't get to do that. You have to guess the answer.
I know the one who scored the hat-trick. It was Thierry Henry. It was Thierry Henry.
I went for the one with the hat-trick, and here in the live chat, the first answers, Tommy said Pedro, Hakim said Pedro, Gaming said Eto, but Jeba was the first one picking the correct answer that yes, was Thierry Henry with a hat-trick on that 4-0 win, as Robert mentioned, in the 2008-2009 season. I think it was the easiest one for Robert today, unluckily, because he got a good memory of the game, and yes, there were just two scorers, so well,
Thank you, Bruno.
To be honest, Bruno, I didn't remember any of the other two goals. So, I mean, you could have given me any of the other two, I might have missed. But this game I did remember. I can't remember who scored the other goal. I seem to think maybe, no, it can't be Alves. I don't know. Anyway, we told you the other day, and well, you still have a chance to win 2 tickets for the return game of the Copa del Rey semi-finals at Spotify Camp Nou against Real Madrid. You have a link in our description, I think, unless it's on. I can't see it on our live chat. If we can get it on the live chat, let's put it back on. If Luis can do that, but if not, it's in the description. You can find it on the website as well. Win 2 tickets for El Clásico. In fact, I think we have a question for you guys, which is: have you entered the draw for the 2 Copa del Rey Clásico tickets? Did you do it on Thursday already? Let us know. Did you do it already on Thursday, and you have a chance to win? Doing it right now is another option. Or do you think maybe option 3, that you don't want to do it because you don't want it to go to Camp Nou because you might jinx things? I tend to think that way sometimes. I think of myself as a bit of a jinx
I
sometimes.
remember when I was little and I could go to the matches and everything, I always asked my dad to not take a big match because I didn't want, like, I was like, imagine I'm there and we lose. I could not stand that. Like, I prefer to lose from home.
Come on. You gotta go enjoy yourself.
Look. Spence. I was at work the day of the famous remontada, the 6-1 against PSG. I was at work in Camp Nou. I decided to go home for a reason. I don't know what the reason was. I just thought, there's going to be lots of people here. I might not be able to get a seat. I'll just go home, watch it quietly, because it was 4-0 in the first leg, and I don't know. And I watched the remontada from home, and I always thought, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It would have been amazing to be at Spotify Camp Nou.
I was at Spotify Camp Nou.
But if I'd have been there, maybe things changed. I don't know. Anyway,
no, they wouldn't.
Now you do have the link. Now you do have the link on the. If you want to go, where will you be traveling from? Because I think all expenses are paid for. You'll have all the details on the link. Right, guys, where are we? I need a time frame here. Are we half an hour away from the game? Are we more or less at that half an hour? Okay, 34 minutes left. All right, let's talk a little bit about the game. A little bit about this game. Sorry. One of the concerns is Manchester United, Almeria, Real Madrid. Barça haven't really created that many opportunities. We need to get back into that attacking rhythm.
Yeah, and today it will be difficult because we see how Valencia is going to part the Barça, and it will be really difficult, but I think the key is the movement. And before we were talking, where is all the players up those spaces and to Also to have patience, because the other area find the space, and I think that's the key, to have the patience to create the opportunities and not just create crosses and crosses.
Spence, there are two interesting things that United says. One is movement.
Yeah.
Barca sometimes has become a bit too stagnant, a bit too predictable, a bit too static, and I think that the fact that Ferran and Ansu are playing in the same lineup can give you that mobility. They can switch positions and try and shake things up. The other thing that this week, and the importance that's been given to this game, are we going to come out a bit too anxious maybe?
Yeah, I don't put any stock in the second thing, because I think Xavi has these men motivated, and when you listen to any of them, they're all going to tell you the same thing, that every game is a new opportunity, that they've put the past games behind them, win or lose, because this one is a different game than what they saw when they went to Mestalla earlier in the season. As far as your moving around, I think that is the most important thing, to get them into spaces, because especially against teams that park the bus, which we don't know if Valencia is going to do that. We can say that we're pretty sure that that's going to happen today. That Ferran, on the side that he's on, I'm going to say it, and the best example of seeing players moving without the ball, all you need to do is look at the game that Femení played earlier today against Villarreal. Those players are constantly moving without the ball, and all you'll be rewarded.
On the other half, Balde might have a license to just go up and stay quite high. The threat for the likes of Christensen, Araujo, maybe Koundé.
A danger in that contract is Samulino, is the one that's running. Like Hugo Duro is more like a striker that like he needs the ball to come to him to then create the danger to Barca. So if Barca controls like something that has been controlled the last game, is that pressure after losing your ball, I don't think it will be many danger for those backs you have there. And I think Balde can run, and that can create even more movement of Ansu and Ferran. You have more players there, and you can create more opportunities by moving them.
Careful, careful!
Right, we are half an hour away from the game. I sense that we're a little bit too relaxed here. We need to up the tension, because this is an important game, guys. I know we're playing a side that's in the relegation zone. They're not doing well. They're struggling this season. But Barca need the 3 points. We need to at least maintain that 7-point cushion ahead of Real Madrid. Keep ourselves, quote unquote, comfortable at the top of the table, especially taking into account that we have Real Madrid coming in 2 weeks. Important game for Barca, match day 24 in La Liga, looking for a bounce back win after losing last week against Almeria. Our lineup for today with lots of absences. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, a defensive line formed by Koundé, Araujo, Christensen and Balde. We've got Busquets, Frenkie de Jong and Sergi Roberto in midfield. Up front, Rafinha, Ansu and Ferran. Do you like the lineup? Do you not? What would you have done different? Just a reminder, we have Pedri, Lewandowski, Dembélé out injured, Gavi suspended. Those 4 players will not play today. Let's go back to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno Ballester, you have a quiz for us.
Yes, we have the quiz. We have Valencia players already warming up. We are still waiting for the Barca ones. But yeah, let's start this game quiz today. You were saying about the tension. Yes, you don't feel it on the studio here at the Camp Nou. Same people are having their sandwiches. It's hot. There is a sunny day. It's not late kickoff like with the lights, the tension. But yeah, it's a really important match today actually for both teams, Barca and Valencia. So let's start the game quiz of the match. We will interrupt them once the players step into the field of the Camp Nou. First question here: how many seasons has Valencia missed in the top flight? We are talking about a historic side like Valencia. Play at home also to the game quiz. We will read you and let's see if someone can make it 5 out of 5. Option number 1, 4 seasons that the team has missed. Option number 2, 6, or option number 3, 8. I'm going to start this time with Spencer Siegel. Come on, Spence.
All right, if you insist. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to let some of these answers roll in here first. I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Are you saying you're going to cheat? You're going to read all the answers and vote for the one that
No.
has the majority of votes?
I appreciate the fact that you both like to make fun of me when I drag things on, but what I'll tell you is that Valencia missed the top flight the first 3 seasons of their existence in the 1920s and 30s, and they missed it 1 season in 1986-87, so the answer is 4.
Okay, let's see. Now our players
They are applauding you.
receiving this ovation. Barça players that start warming up now at the Spotify Camp Nou. And people at home, Science University also says 4, but we have people like Jama saying 6, people saying option 2 that it's also 6, between 6 and 4, but the option is 4. Yes, Spencer, you are right. And also people at home, 4 seasons the team has missed. Is one of the historic sides, of course, of La Liga. The only ones that have never been relegated, Barça, Madrid, and Athletic Club. Okay, question number 2.
Bruno, are you sure that the ovation was not for Spence for getting a question right for the first time in 2023?
I don't think people here at the stands are, well, probably with an eye on Barça Live, but people here are mostly want to watch their idols from really close distance, and I think it was for the players, because also I'm hearing Highway to Hell, that is the song that they always play when our players step into the field. Okay. Question number 2 about the new manager of Valencia, Rubén Baraja. Before managing Valencia, he managed other teams. And our question is, which of these teams has not been managed by Baraja? Which one not? Option number 1 is Sporting de Gijón. Option number 2, Leganés. Option number 3, Tenerife. Irati Vidal. Come on.
I knew this one. I had to play this, and I don't remember.
Are you the one stalling now?
Why I don't have the chat there? I knew this one.
Wait, come on, Irati.
Sporting for
I'm
sure.
on a highway to hell.
It's super. I don't remember the answer. Sporting, Tenerife, and
Leganés.
Sporting and Leganés. Okay, I'm going to read some answers from our people at home, and I give you more time.
I think it's he trained Sporting and Tenerife in the second division, I think. So must be Leganés.
So might be Leganés. Let's see. Mika Correa saying Leganés. Science University saying Leganés. El Falibani saying Tenerife. Yunusova also saying Leganés. Correa Leganés. Yes, it's Leganés.
Vamos.
And most of our fans also knew it. Yes, in the second division he managed Sporting, and he also managed Tenerife. He also managed Zaragoza, for example. So many more clubs that he has coached. Okay, Robert. Question 3 for you, and also at home. Valencia ended a really negative run of form last week. How many consecutive games they lost in this run? Option number 1, 4 defeats. Option number 2, 5 defeats. Option number 3, 6 defeats.
Bruno, I have to say I'm very thankful to you today. You're giving me the answers that I know because I had no clue who Baraja had not coached. I might have gone for Leganés, but I don't know. I do know this one. I read up on this before. Last week they beat Real Sociedad, and if I'm not mistaken, they were coming off of a run of 5 consecutive defeats.
5. So option 2, right?
Yeah.
Yunusova says 1, option 1, so 4. Ahmed Barça says option 3. But Science University is making the 3 out of 3 so far, because yes, it's true. It's 5 defeats. Yes. Let's see, Science University, if you can go for the full 5 out of 5. Yes, 5 consecutive defeats, and they ended this run winning Real Sociedad at home. So Valencia coming after an impressive win there against Real Sociedad. Okay, question number 4, 2 more questions. Spencer, let's go with you now. When was the last time that Barça lost Valencia at home? Option number 1, it was in the season 2003-2004. Option number 2, it was in the season 13-14. Or option number 3, it was in the season 15-16.
Spence, I don't mean to put pressure on you, but so far we're 3 out of 3, so don't mess it up. You got it right, Irati got it right, I got it right.
You can mess it up so I have less pressure.
Thanks everyone.
It must be a clue that there's one like.
I know this one.
Super.
I remember this game.
Super far away.
We lost 2-1.
Super far away. So then it's got to be a long time ago. Then that would make the most sense, because Bruno always does that, and this is of course going to be the time that he doesn't do that. But I'm going to go with 03-04.
3-4. Okay, let's see at home. Yunusova says also 3-4. Ahmed says 13-14.
No.
Lots of number ones. I think Spencer, you've been reading the live chat, but the live chat sometimes also makes mistakes, and it's not 3 and 4. Robert, let's go for it. Your rebound.
15-16.
Yes.
I was going to say 15-16.
But you didn't.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, we are 3 out of 4. Okay, we can still make it 4 out of 5, so this will be an 8 out of 10 qualification, so can be a good one, Okay, Irati, final question. Question number 5. Who has scored a goal against Barcelona from these 3 options that we're going to give you? Option number 1, Diakabi, who today starts in the bench. Option number 2, Correa, he's in the starting lineup. Or option number 3, both have scored against Barcelona. In all games, at home and away, in all games.
You're lucky the pressure's off.
How was the score in the first match of this season against
1-0.
Valencia?
We scored 1-0. We won Lewandowski last minute.
We won.
Yeah. In all history and in all games from these players, let's see if
and
you know.
Correa arrived this summer into Valencia, right?
No,
it was there last season.
Oh, last season, right. Then I cannot take that one.
Let's see. Sportia says 2, Correa. Fasal says 3, both. You say both, are you sure, Irati?
No, but I say both.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's wrong. You're going to end with 6 out of 10, so you passed by the minimum score with a 6. It was just Diakabi. Just Diakabi, no Correa this time. So
last season, right?
Yes, last season, exactly, Robert. You started so well, the team on the studio, but these last 2 answers, I'm sorry. You went with 60%.
Bruno, did you put on sunscreen today?
No, we will have to wait till halftime quiz to know the knowledge of our fans. But you're lucky, Spence, that you're presenting the quiz, so you don't have to suffer answering the question.
Did you put on sunscreen today or not?
No, not really, but probably has been a mistake because it's really sunny here at the Camp Nou today.
We can see that.
Right, the players are warming up. We'll go back to Bruno in a second for the final game that he's prepared for us. A little bit of news we had this week, late this week. Sergi Roberto renewing his contract for another season at Barça. Xavi has said repeatedly in press conferences how he's confident in him. He's in the lineup today, and he's a versatile player that can be used in any position.
Yeah, it's that player that when you get injured, you can put in almost all positions. So I think it's really important to have these kind of players in a squad like Barça, because injuries come alongside the season, and he is always performing well in all those positions.
And he's been useful and used several times since the Pedri injury, coming on against Manchester United, and with all the absences we've had.
Well, and that's the thing. You're never, ever going to get a full season of football without players going down due to injury. That's just football. So, as Irati said, you have to have somebody that can come in, pick up the slack when you need somebody who knows the system, who knows how everything works. Just to give you the example, is that it took Kessié a while to get into the 11, to get into the rotation, because it took him a few months to actually pick up exactly how everything works. Sergi Roberto already knew how it worked. He came in, and those first couple of months he was playing very well.
Right, Bruno, we were just seeing Ferran Torres on our screen. He is one player on a long list of players who've been at both teams, at Barça and Valencia. There's a long history of transactions between the two teams, and today you've prepared has this player played for both teams, right, for us?
Yes, we're gonna see if our people at home and also you know which players have been playing in both sides. Well, now the speaker, Ali Santacana, announcing that the team from roller hockey has won the cup minutes ago against Liceo, so congratulations to our roller hockey team winning this cup. And let's just start playing to see which players have played both for Barça and Valencia, to see if it's yes or not. Let's start with Spencer again. With first option here, you have Gaisca Mendieta, an absolute legend, of course, of Valencia, but did he also play for Barça, Spencer?
well.
Okay, I'm seeing now the question. The image, I spoiled it. Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna say...
Disaster.
Yeah, I think we're always going to start with Barça, Bruno. We're always going to start with Barça.
Okay, sorry.
But if you
okay.
had asked, but if you had asked me around, I would have said yes anyway. So.
Okay. You knew it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you, so I'm gonna give you the point. It's not I can say if it was an invalid question, but no, I'm gonna give you the point. Okay, it was Gaizka Mendieta. Yes, he played for both Barça and Valencia. Probably most remembered, there in Valencia because he was in the crucial and the best years of Valencia's history in those finals of the Champions League of Valencia.
Highest paid signing ever for between those two teams.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on. Robert Bannekout.
Okay.
Let's see. You were saying that we're going to be with Barça shirt. Well, no, this time it's a Valencia shirt. It's a Rufete. Rufete.
It's a tricky one, Bruno, but I know my history.
I was trying to go with this one for you because I know that was a tricky one. Let's see at home if people knows if Rufete played in this case in Barça. Valencia, yes, but in Espanyol many years. He's actually also the staff from Espanyol.
Yeah, and he played for Valencia, and he grew up in the Barça youth system. He played for Barça B. The question is, did he make his debut? Did he make his debut for the first team?
Let's see. Hopes with Big Papa says yes. People, Joanna says no. V for Van says no. And Robert, it's yes or no?
It's yes, because he made his debut in the 95-96 season, played in one game.
Just one game. For Barça, but yes, he played for FC Barcelona, and there you have the picture of Rufete with Barça colors. Really strange to see it. For me, it was a surprise while I was preparing this game to see Rufete with the Barça kit.
I would have said no, just because he played in Espanyol.
Yep, but he played one game.
Let's move on. Third one, Irati. Risto Stoichkov played for Barça, but did he play for Valencia? Irati?
Robert is nothing because he knows.
Go with your instinct.
I think Irati's instinct is to curl up into a ball.
I think he didn't. Well, I mean, we said yes, it has to be something that is no.
Using logic.
Okay, you say no, and it's no, never. Stoichkov played in other clubs, but not in Valencia. In Spain, just played for Barça. Okay, another legend of FC Barcelona, Spencer Siegel, Romario, the Brazilian. He played for Barça, of course. Incredible player. Did he also play for Valencia? Romario.
Robert's giving me the shoulder shrug. With Irati, it's like, yeah, go with your gut. With me, it's like, you're on your own. I'm going to say yes.
Go with your gut.
I'm going to say yes.
You say yes. People on the live chat are saying no, yes. It's yes. Yes, you're right, Spence. Romario also played for Valencia.
Not for long, though.
No, not for long, but he also played there. And let's continue with Denis Suarez. Robert, Denis Suarez. Of course, he played for Barça, but did he also play for Valencia? He's now playing for Espanyol.
Yeah, and he's played for Villarreal and Celta and Sevilla as well. He's been around in the Spanish league, but I'm going to say no, he didn't go to Valencia.
Yeah, he played in the region of Valencia, in Villarreal, but no, not in Valencia. Club, city. So, yes, you're right, Robert. Okay, let's see, because we are almost going to make it 5 out of 5 in the studio. The pressure now goes for Irati Vidal. With the last one, we are talking about Munir.
I was hoping David Villa or something like that.
Munir El Hadi, let's see. He also has played in some teams in La Liga, but Valencia was one of them.
I mean, Munir made the debut from La Masia, and then he went to Sevilla. No? I think the answer is no.
You say no. You say no. You
I
can
don't
make it
remember
5 out of 5 on the studio.
Come on,
you can make
Irati.
history, but that's no. You're not making history because Valencia signed. He was on loan for Valencia Munir.
Really?
Yeah, so he played for Valencia. Yeah, there you have the image. I'm
I
not
don't
lying.
remember
So,
this.
actually, he's apologizing here when he scored against Barça at the Spotify Cup now in this picture. So Munir, yes, he played for Valencia. Almost there on the studio. We will have to wait till another day to see if you make it 100% of answers right.
C's get degrees.
Right, thank you, Bruno. Right, let's talk a little bit about Barca's lineup, because we have 13 minutes remaining, and I'm getting a little bit nervous. I woke up today thinking this is an important game. It's an important game. I mean,
It is.
it's not easy to get excited about a game against a team in the relegation zone. Yeah, whatever. We want to stay at the top of the table. We want our advantage to stay at least 7 points with Real Madrid. Lots of absences today in the lineup. Opportunities for others, such as Ansu Fati, for example, such as Ferran Torres. We are starting with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal. A defensive line of 4 with Koundé, Araujo, Christensen and Balde, Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong and Sergio Roberto. Up front it is Rafinha, Varane and Ansu Fati. Do you like that lineup? What would you have done different? We'll read you on the live chat. Irati, your thoughts?
I said before, I really like it. I think with all the absences is what the team needed. I think Sergio Roberto can give more those touches we were talking about before. And then those 3 strikers, I think today it was really important to go with 3 strikers instead of 2. Taking to account that you have to move many things up there to create opportunities and try to score as much goals as possible.
We're seeing the highlights of last week's game against Almeria. Let's call it an unfortunate game for Barca. What do Barca need to change after that Almeria defeat? Do we need to create more chances? Do we need to defend like at the Bernabeu? Or do we need to not put in as many crosses, Spence?
I think 1 and 3 sort of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure that you get, if you're going to put crosses in, they have to be with a purpose. I think when we ended up playing the final moments of this game, there were crosses for the sake of crosses and they weren't aiming at anybody. When you put crosses in, you got to aim at somebody. Someone has to be there, and for that you need people in the box, and with that you create chances.
Irati?
I think it goes with the first also. Like, I think you have to create more chances because you also come from that match in Santiago Bernabeu with all that created in the environment, the press from Madrid saying all about the system, the style and everything. I think you have to create more chances because it's the way you score.
Barca failed to create opportunities in the second half to score and almost conceded a second there. The save by ter Stegen in front of Imbarba. Today we'll need to see a much improved team in order to beat Valencia. I do want to ask the fans though, because we've been missing them in the last few games. Who are we missing the most? Lewandowski, if we can fix the missing W in the option number 1. There's a missing W in Lewandowski's name. Option 2, Pedri. Option 3, Dembele. Who are we missing the most?
For me, it's clear. It's Pedri. Like, there's a Barça with Pedri and a Barça without Pedri. And I think the creation part, the finishing goals and everything that Pedri gives to this team is what we are missing the most. Because with Dembele, it is true that you're missing that 1-versus-1 situation. But you also get other similar players like Rafinha or Ferran when he plays in the right. But there's no 2 Pedris.
I see lots and lots of 2s, Spence, on the live chat.
Yeah, I think it's the easy answer. It would be hard to go in a different direction. I don't think it's a very fair question, to be honest, because I miss everybody, man. I want them all back. I hope we can get them back soon. I know that's the objective, is to have them back soon and to have them for some of the really big games coming up. And so for tonight, you just have to go with the hand that you're dealt. You have to go with what you have.
It's funny that you say tonight because it's
today.
This afternoon. We're
Yeah.
so used to the 9 o'clock kickoffs.
Yeah.
It just comes out automatically, doesn't it?
Yeah, today.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think it's we missed everyone. Obviously, we missed the goals from Lewandowski. We missed the dribbling, crossing, chance creating of Ousmane Dembele. But Pedri just makes everything flow. He speeds up the game when it needs speeding up. He slows it down when it needs slowing up. He's Barca's he's the director of the orchestra. He sets the tempo of the game, and when the team needs a little bit more rhythm, when the team needs someone to break in between the lines, he's the one providing that. We didn't obviously give the option of Gavi, who the fans will be missing today, because we know the fans love, absolutely adore Gavi. He is out suspended today. He's saw his 5th yellow card last week, and he will be out, and that's also someone who will be missing.
Yeah, of course, and that extra energy that gives you, like when the team is like slow and like those passes don't go fast and everything, and it's like an extra. Gavi always appear there, and of course we are going to miss him. And the same way we are missing all the injuries, but there will be a time that they will come back. We saw it today with the Barça Femenil that were playing before. Like they had like 6 injuries, and now there's only 1 player injured. So these players will come back in the most important moment of the season.
Right, let's head back to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, is it filling up? Let us know what's been going on in this match day 24 as well.
Well, now the 4 players of Barça that were awarded in the ceremony of the best of FIFA are going to enter in the Spotify Camp Nou and are going to receive the ovation. We have here Mapi León, Lucy Bronze and Keira that were in the best 11 of last season's the best awards, and of course Alexia Putellas, the best. She won once again back-to-back for Alexia. She's still injured, but let's see if she will arrive for the final and decisive matches of the season, especially in the Champions League. And yes, here we have the images of our players. We are really proud of all, of course, our women's team. And this match day 24, well, there are some interesting games coming up, especially the one of Madrid this evening that are facing Betis. But some results that we have, the last one that has ended the victory of Valladolid 2-1 against Espanyol. Impressive win of Atletico de Madrid yesterday against Sevilla 6-1 in the Metropolitano. Elche won against Mallorca away. Incredible win for Elche that they continue dreaming about to stay up in the first division. They have things really complicated, and actually in this relegation battle, Almeria lost 2-0 against Villarreal. Girona lost against Getafe in a really important game, of course, for direct rivals 3-2, and on Friday there was a 0-0 draw between Real Sociedad and Cádiz. So, well, really focused, of course, of what can happen in the late kickoff at 9 p.m. But right now, if Barça wins against Valencia, they will have a distance of 10 points with Real Madrid.
Thank you, Bruno. I want to ask the live chat to fill the live chat with applauses for our 4 members of the women's team who won awards at the best ceremony. Fill the live chat with applauses, please, for them, for Alexia Putellas, obviously, for winning the best trophy. Also, Lucy Bronze, Keira Walsh, and Mapi León coming fresh off of their win today.
They got a big win, and that was the second time, I was going to say today, that they've been honored for that, because they were honored at the Johan Cruyff Stadium before the game. And Alexia was wearing that same green suit, so she's clearly come straight from the stadium, and the other players who all played in the game, they all played very well. We got a 5-0 victory.
Right, well, keep the applauses coming on the live chat. We want to remind you, of course, that you can win 2 tickets for the return game of the Copa del Rey semi-finals at Spotify Camp Nou against Real Madrid. There we go. Fill the live chat with applauses for Alexia Putellas, Mapi León, Keira Walsh, and Lucy Bronze for their awards at the best. The giveaway, 2 tickets at the Spotify Camp Nou, 5th of April return game. It's going to be an exciting one because we do have a 1-0 lead going into that, but I mean, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be very competed. So who doesn't want to be there? I mean, you have a chance to get there. You click on the link that you have on our live chat and enter the draw. See if you can win. Raise your hand if you've done it already. Also, we have our Spotify playlists, ideal for pre-match to get motivated. We've got several players who've already set up their playlists on Spotify. We've got Pedri, we've got Alexia Putellas, who we just saw receive the best trophy. We've got Lewandowski and Oshoala. You go onto Spotify, you type in FC Barcelona, and you can check them all out. See which one you like the most. Also vote on the live chat. Which other one would you like to see? I know that lots of fans want to see Gavi's playlist. Well, we've put in a request. We'll see if the club obliges. See if they do it. Right. We are 5 minutes away, more or less, from kickoff. So it's time to guess the score, guys. Did Bruno give us his guess the score? Bruno, what is your guess the score? No, Bruno? Oh, yeah.
Guess the score, I want to go for a 3-0 win for FC Barcelona. Same one from Jordi Sanglas, our camera here on the Camp Nou. So, yeah, we are optimistic here. And we believe in the clean sheet of Ter Stegen and 3 goals for Barça today against Valencia.
Right, Bruno, I know that Maya Rostro is also roaming around Camp Nou, so if you see her in your proximity, drag her along, and we want to know her prediction as well.
She told me she's going to enter during the game to Barça Live. Let's see if she enters in the end, because I know that she's normally really busy.
All right, see if we can get her on. Spence.
Wow.
I know. I think.
Oh, Spence.
What?
That's
We
a
should
boring
kick you
prediction.
out.
Why?
We've had too many 1-0 wins already.
That's precisely the reason why I'm trying to get one right this year, Robert. I haven't gotten one right. I'm looking for one. This is my best chance to just go 1-0 until the end of the season and get it.
Irati?
I go 2-0. Like, I think we are going to clip the clean sheet. I was thinking also 3-0, and for the first time in the year, I think I don't agree with you. So I go for 2-0.
I agree with Bruno. I'm going with a 3-0 prediction. I hope there's going to be goals. I hope that Ferran scores. I hope that Ansu scores. Let us know your predictions on the live chat. Our crew, let's see. Andoni, our director, going 4-0. Very optimistic from Andoni. Not as optimistic from Salva. Santi also going 4-0. Jaume Torra 2-1. Laia, our producer, going 3-1. Also, our player Rubio going 3-1. Jordi from Sound 2-0. Luis 3-0. Also Sanglas, as Bruno said. Our camera operators in here. Arnau 4-0. Nice one. Nauma Mar 2-0. It's all right as well. Eli, our floor manager, 3-0. Mauri going 3-0 as well. Same as mine. And here is our rankings. Only 3 of us have had 3 predictions right. Irati, congratulations. Sergio, our other director, and Ignazi, our cameraman, sometimes on location. 3. I've only got 1. Spence, did you even get one?
Where are you, Spence?
Oh, Spence is not even on the list.
Don't
wow.
do that. Don't do that.
You know the season is ending, right?
Oh my God. Fill the live chat with hearts for Spencer, please.
Don't
live chat with hearts
don't
for
fill the live
Spencer.
chat with hearts for Spencer.
I mean,
Spencer's just fine.
encouragement.
Don't fill the live chat with hearts for Spencer. I'll be fine. I'll get one on my own.
Maybe black hearts. Black hearts for Spencer.
My goodness.
Or laughing emojis.
What are our fans saying on the live chat before the heart starts to flood it? What are they predicting?
Yeah, we got a 6-0. We got a 3-1 from DeLion. I'm gonna go with DeLion. Lil Diego says 2-0. Skalman says 12-2. I doubt it. Bangin Shamse says 3-1 Barca. A 2-0 Barca win for Bernan. There are some hearts coming in.
Look at that. It's full of hearts.
For you.
I don't
So much
Spence.
encouragement. I hope you don't get it right today, though, because 1-0 is a boring game.
I'm going to get it right eventually.
Not if you're predicting that kind of result.
Just wait. If I had predicted 1-0 every game this season, I'd be right like 10 times.
That is true. That is true. That is true, to be fair. Right, let's take a look at the lineup once again before the games get started. We have Ter Stegen in goal, Koundé, Araujo, Christensen and Valde at the back, with Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong and Sergio Roberto in midfield. Up front, it is Rafinha, Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres. Lots of absences. A reminder for those of you who don't remember this. We have Dembélé out, we have Pedri out, we have Lewandowski out, all 3 injured. We have Gavi out, suspended. Bruno, our 2 goalkeepers today, both Ter Stegen and the Valencia keeper, are playing in black. It's a tribute to Iribar.
Exactly, this tribute to Liga that are, all the teams in La Liga are doing it, and the 2 are going to play in black during the whole match. Of course, normally it's not allowed to have the 2 goalkeepers with the same color, but this week, yes, they are allowing to the goalkeepers to play in black in this tribute.
Can you explain that a little further?
Yes, Iribar is one of the best goalkeepers ever in La Liga. Had a very long tenure at Athletic Club. It went longer than 20 years. Iconic player. Went through late 60s through to the 80s, I think. I'm trying to remember this. And just an iconic figure. He turned 80, and that's why there's been this little tribute. You normally see these tributes happen when former players pass away, and it's been done while he's still alive, which I think is great as well. He'll be able to enjoy that. Right, the game has kicked off. The ball is rolling. Valencia with the first few touches. They will be attacking towards the left-hand side of our screens. Barça playing in Blaugrana, attacking towards the right-hand side. We'll see with what intentions Valencia come out. They are a team with urgencies. They are a team that are fighting to get out of the relegation zone. Throw into Barça. Oscar Hernandez, our head coach today, in the absence of Xavi Hernandez, who is out suspended. He'll be watching the game from up high in a box at Spotify Camp Nou.
Yeah, probably giving instructions to Oscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
We know you're not allowed to, but you always find a way there to give those instructions. And then in the halftime, you can also go to the locker room to see if you have to change something. And for the moment, it seems that Valencia is not going to park the bus.
Right, comments from our fans right underneath us here. Keep feeling we will win the domestic treble this season. I like your feeling. Rose says we will do amazing. I hope so. I indeed hope so today. When will Lewandowski and Pedri come back? We don't have the exact information. The aim is that both of them will be back for the La Liga Clásico at least. Zakir says every match is crucial. Joanna says Ansu is going to score today.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I hope so too. With 1 minute and a half playing, Barca are attacking. Koundé dispossessed, but it's a throw in to Barca. Do you think Ansu's going to score today?
I do. I think Ansu's going to score, and I think Ferran's probably going to assist.
By the way, Alina is asking, have you all asked for the Gavi playlist? Yes, I put in a request. I did actually text some of the people who are in charge
like
of this kind of thing. And yeah, Gavi, there's so many petitions for him. Right, who do you think will score Barca's first goal? Will it be Ferran, Rafinha, or Ansu Fati? We're going with the three top attacking options, as Araujo's going to win the ball back and pass it back to Stegen. I'm going to go with Bruno first. Who will score Barca's first goal today, Bruno?
I'm going to go with Ferran. Of course, as we expected, Ferran playing as a number 9, Ansu in the left. But, well, they can switch positions for sure because, Ferran also knows to play in the left and Ansu as a number 9. Careful now. Careful,
because Barca are attacking. Here comes Alejandro Balde, going deep down the left. Balde trying to get enough space to put in a cross. He is dispossessed there by Fouquier.
Yeah. That's a matchup. That's a tough matchup for Balde because there's a lot of strength in Fouquier.
Now Ansu fighting for the ball. Let's see if Barca can recover. Yes, here is Christensen. What are you guys voting? Ansu, Ferran or Rafinha?
I feel Frankie might score today.
You took the words out of my mouth. That was what I was going to say. I think if Valencia are dropping back, they encourage Barca to shoot from the top of the box. We know he can do that. Maybe this is one of those days where we finally get to see a little curly.
Bruno, when was the last time that Barca played daytime at Camp Nou? Because it just feels weird watching it right now. I'm not used to it.
Yes, and actually the next 3 games, no worries anyone, it's going to be at 9 p.m., okay? All the fixtures that we have confirmed from La Liga. I'm trying to think about Getafe game or some lower team in the bottom team in the standings, I'll guess. It was an early kickoff at the Camp Nou. For sure, I think we played once at least this year.
I remember one time we ended against it ended the Mirandilla.
Well, Espanyol, remember it was at 2 p.m. for example.
Yeah, true.
There was no show here on Barca Live, but yeah, it was 2 p.m.
That is true. Oh, here comes the deep run by Ansu Fati. The ball just a little bit too long by Christensen.
By the way, as you may expect, but we will be for sure with an attendance over 80,000 fans at the Spotify Camp Nou. So yeah, it's going to be a nice number, and I'm excited to see exactly the exact number because over 80,000 is my bet. But who knows if we can be closest to 90 than 80.
It's a perfect hour for families.
Yeah. True.
For kids and everything.
Espanyol at 2 o'clock. Elche was the 4:15 game on match day 6.
Oh.
And then we played 2 4:15 games on the road. Can you give me either of them?
Cádiz was 1.
Cádiz was 6:30.
Yeah.
This is a question for me because I mean, if it's 4:15, we traveled the day before. Let me think about it. Well, I will give me 1 minute and I'll give you the names. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of this on the fly. Of course, one was the Bernabeu.
That's correct. The other one's going to cross Bruno up because I don't know what kind of traveling they did the day before.
Careful here with Samuel Lino inside the box. The shot weak into the hands of Ter Stegen. With no trouble?
Well,
I mean, I don't want to give it away, but
And
no.
then it was home.
Almeria was 6:30. That also we slept away from home. I'm not getting
Spotify
the
Camp Nou.
We didn't-
Spotify
first
Camp
one.
Nou.
We didn't have a show that day.
That's a good clue. Okay.
Español.
No. Wait.
No.
That was here.
Another show that day. Give it away, Spence.
Girona.
Oh, Girona, of course.
Okay. As we're not sleeping away because it's Girona, I was not able to think about
Yeah.
it. Okay, you're right.
Careful here with Valencia attacking the inside pass. Samuelino trying to get free. His shot weak as he came in behind Koundé, goes out for a goal kick. Koundé did well to just limit the space that Lino had. Valencia not shy of attacking, especially down this left flank initially.
Yeah, we said before in the previous match that Samuelino is the most talented player they have up there, that he runs a lot and he faces that one-to-one situations and they are running. That also means that Barça will have more easily to create chances because there will be more spaces in the back.
Right, the game is calm right now with Barca playing from behind. Let us know where you're watching us from. Send us your flags from your countries. Let us know what your plans are on this Sunday watching this game of Matchday 24, and send in the flags of your countries. Also, like the timestamp, we always like to know more or less. We should know by now where everyone or what time it is everywhere. But I still don't.
Yeah, no, we should have a better idea of the global clock.
But I don't. Maybe we should have one here with the main time zones. Barca win it back. Here is Christensen dispossessed. Valencia at the moment making Barca uncomfortable. No, we win it back through Ferran. Here is Frankie with a shot into the hands of Mamardashvili. First chance for Barca. The shot left-footed by Frankie de Jong, who slipped right at the time of connecting with the ball.
Oh, he did.
We've got first few answers from our fans. We've got India, we've got Indonesia, we've got Jamaica.
Wow.
What weather is it in Jamaica? Is it nice this time of the year? Is it nice all year round?
I think it's all year, right?
Let us know. Whoever it was from Jamaica, let us know what the weather is like there.
I wish it could be in Jamaica right
Jamaica
now.
was Jason Nelson.
Jason, let us know.
Yeah, tell us,
What's the weather
Jason.
like in Jamaica?
I see Bosnia and Herzegovina, Egypt.
Alia says she's driving home, but is not the driver and listening to us. So I mean,
okay, yeah, be safe.
Be safe, Alia.
Be safe.
Valencia running out. Careful. Samuelino on the left. Barca transitioning back. Samuelino with the cross to Stegen. Saves it as German flags come in appropriately into the live chat. Bruno, there's one thing we haven't mentioned so far, and that is that today's the return of Ilaix Moriba to Spotify Camp Nou.
Yes, exactly. He's back. Was a youngster, promising a lot at Barca, but he decided to leave the club. He went to Leipzig. Not a good experience at all there in Leipzig, and now he's playing for Valencia. And he's not also fitting at all to the team this season. But well, he's still, of course, really young. And another detail, that I will give you after this chance.
Yeah, because Barca are attacking. I saw a comment come in from Jason saying it's not raining, it's pretty nice right now in Jamaica. I bet it is.
Yeah, I feel like, again, he'd be able to tell us much better than we could, but I feel like it does rain quite a bit certain times of the year in Jamaica.
Yeah.
More than
like
here,
a hot
for sure.
season and a rainy season.
It's those kinds of countries that have, half year is one thing, or half day is one thing and half day is another.
That's just Florida.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you from experience.
Oh, yeah.
I lived in Florida for plenty of years.
Yeah, I just saw a movie with Jamaica in it not long ago, and yeah.
Was it
But
cool running?
Florida
No.
in the winter,
Cocktail.
because I was there in
80s movie.
summer and didn't rain any day.
Are you sure you were in Florida?
Yeah.
You were in Florida in the summer and it didn't rain a single day.
No. Well, I was 3 days. So.
Well, that's climate change for you. Right, foul in favour of Barca. Ansu Fati was knocked down. Ansu playing from the left. Ooh, that's a hard tackle from behind by Fouquier.
We were talking about the hour before, and it has to be also difficult for the players. Like, you are used always to play at the same time, and now you change all your habits in the morning and like pre-match things.
Here goes Balde. I agree. It's difficult for us. It must be difficult for them. Balde trying to go deep. The cross by Alejandro Balde. Sergio Roberto goes up for the header. It's Cleared away by the Valencia defense. Busquets is going to pick it up on the edge of the box and feed it out to Rafinha.
Nicely.
Quick header inside to Koundé. Lino protects. Koundé tries to keep it alive. Goal kick to Valencia. 10 minutes played. No chances yet. Valencia has shown that they're going to try and attack. Let's see if Barca can settle into the game
But
and dominate the ball a bit more.
It's good they are attacking on the left side, because that means Alejandro Balde can take all the risk to attack as he's doing, because he's playing more in attack than in defense right now.
That is true. That was one of the predictable things. I think Barca are going to spend most of the game defending with three at the back, with Koundé, Araujo and Christensen.
Just wanted to throw in a few others here because they keep coming in.
Yeah, go for it.
Adriana from Greece.
Nice.
Lama, I believe that's a Nepalese flag. Is that Nepal?
We always used to have lots of people from Nepal.
Yeah. We
Keep
got
the flags coming.
Steel Monterrey. That's, of course, Mexico.
Careful with Ansu. The inside pass to Frankie de Jong, who turns. He can put a cross back in. It goes off of Shomer. And a corner kick. Oh, no, it's Guillamon. Sorry. Corner kick, Bruno.
Yes, first one of the whole game is for Barça, and Rafinha is going to be the one taking this corner kick.
Let's see. Araujo knows what it is to score against Valencia. He scored a fantastic goal a couple of seasons back off of a volley in a corner kick situation. Let's see. Gatti was looking for a first Koundé goal the other day. Could happen today. Or headed away. It's going to fall to Lino, defended by Valde. Barca trying to keep Valencia in their own half, but they do well. Getting away from pressure. Here is Guillamon. Dutch fan there. I see Danish flags. I see Romanian flags. Swiss flags. German flags. Nice. Abdullah from Oman. Oman. Ooh, don't know if we've ever had anyone from Oman. We probably have, but...
Jamal, Morocco. I see Malaysia, Bangladesh.
Netherlands.
The Barca love coming from all around the world.
Ooh, Hawaii. That's not a country, but we'll take it. Might as well be.
I've always wanted to go on holiday, on vacation to the Lost Island,
To the
where they filmed the series Lost. That was a great show. One of my favorite shows all time.
It was in
never watched
Hawaii?
it. You never watched
I
it.
never saw it. No.
Is it in Hawaii?
It's in Hawaii, yeah.
You have the Canary Islands. It's close enough.
Well, it's the same, no?
We have the Costa Brava, which is even closer, which is great. Right, Bruno, there's a player down.
Yeah, but he's recovered now. He's Correa, and actually I was going to explain you a little bit to have a bit of context of what is happening in Valencia. Some really bad years in their last seasons. They are in the drop right now, in 19th spot in the standings. And it's to know that the captain today, I mean, Gaya is missing, and he's the first captain. But as he's missing and he's not here, think about who's the captain today, and we continue after this free kick.
I just saw it's Correa, right? Careful with this set piece opportunity. The ball inside the box, straight into the hands of ter Stegen, who's going to play it quickly and long. Can Rafinha fight for it? Rafinha turns. I think he will get a throw-in out of this. Barca play it quickly. Let's see if we can build something out of this attack, although Valencia have almost reset in defense. Now, Christensen over to Balde on the left. Valencia are organized once again. Bruno, it was Correa, right?
Correa, yes. So a player that arrived in 2019 to Valencia, so it's his fourth season, 23 years old, just 23 years old. So this, of course, gives you a little bit of context to, it's not usual at all to have a player of 23 years old as a captain in Valencia and in his fourth season. So, but this is the context of that practically this squad has been changed every single season. The instability, all the problems with the owners, and all has ended with Valencia suffering this year a lot. The team in the relegation zone and an historic club that is absolutely in danger. But I think, yeah, the detail to see Correa today as a captain gives us a little bit of context of what is happening in Valencia.
No, I absolutely agree.
I mean,
there's been so much turmoil there.
They sold last summer like 2 or 3 captains to Villarreal, which is just
who was
the
it?
rival.
Parejo?
It was Parejo, Coquelin, and another, I think it was.
Careful, Rafinha, inside pass, Ferran turns, Ferran, can he set someone up? Ferran puts in the cross on the edge of the box, Valde. Busquets,
shoot it, Busi!
Busquets,
Shoot it,
with
Busi!
left foot, the shot blocked. Ansel was chasing the rebound, it's cleared away.
That's good.
Kind of opportunity for Barca, but...
That's good from Busi. I love when he shoots. It doesn't happen often.
It doesn't happen often.
No, not much.
Now here is Alejandro Valde back to Ansu Fati on the left, into the middle, Busquets. The fast one, Busquets, Rafinha!
¡Vamos!
Rafinha with the header! Yeah! Barça take the lead. Vamos!
¡Vamos, Rafinha!
Barça take the lead through Rafinha over the spectacular assist from outside the box.
We saw that one
Celebrations in the
before.
stands. Rafinha with his 5th goal in La Liga. With a quarter of an hour played. Vamos!
Oh, that's so beautiful.
It's a great
and-
setup.
But we've seen that goal before, right?
Busquets with the assist. Rafinha.
that header.
Yeah, all right. It's a similar. I mean, in
Like
much
the
tighter
cross,
space. Similar to the one in Pamplona. Rafinha with another header. Rafinha gives Barca the lead. Fill the live chat with a for Rafinha. Bruno.
Yes, that goal that Rafinha has scored in the last 6 games. He's in really good run form. Rafinha scoring the goals in a day, of course, that you don't have Lewandowski. He scored in the Villamarín against Real Betis. He also scored at home against Sevilla. He also provided an assist that day. And today, scoring with another header. Yes, a similar goal, or at least, yep, it has reminded us a little bit to the one in Pamplona, the decisive one that he scored that day, also without Lewandowski because he saw a red card. And Rafinha scoring this important goal for Barça in the 16th minute of the match, 1-0 up for the Blaugranas.
First clear opportunity for Barca. Rafinha headed it in ahead of the keeper. I think an important goal in terms of... Spence, you weren't buying the argument of the anxiety coming into this game, but sometimes if the game goes like 0-0, then anxiety starts to kick in. Important that Barca have got the early lead.
Yeah, well, I'd say rather than anxiety, just freeing yourself up to try and do a lot more in a quicker amount of time. But that's the second time we've seen this. It's the same goal, more or less, that we saw in Pamplona that you talked about. That's such a hard finish because he's got to jump to make contact with the ball, but it's got to be the right deft deflection of stands, you know, way over the bar.
Yeah, it's not like the typical header.
Kevin Campbell, here he goes again, the inside pass. Ansu Fati, the shot by Ansu into the hands of Mamardashvili. First chance for Ansu. Irati, you were saying?
No, like I was talking about the header of Rafinha. It's not the typical header you see, like just turning around your neck. It's just jumping and giving like the enough touch to the ball,
Yeah,
but
just
not too
skimming
much.
the ball,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like
Giving it enough elevation to go over the keeper. Careful now with Valencia. Trying to build something down the right flank. Correa fighting with Valde. The ball's going to go out for a goal kick. Correa thought he was fouled. The referee says otherwise. Right, comments from our fans. Mac Lumbis says, Pow, Rafinha. Is that accurate?
how?
It looked like a foul.
Let's go, says PFFT Dino. Who else have we got? I think defenders will score today. Okay.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. Today, at the moment, it's Rafinha. The man with the blue hoodie. What?
Hey!
Abdullah says, can you tell us your nationality, where each one of you is from? So I'm Catalan. I'm from. I was born in Barcelona. My surname is Van Eekhout because my grandfather was Belgian. My second surname is Carter because half my family is English. But I was born here in Barcelona.
I'm also Catalan. I'm from the hometown of Stanislao Pedrola from Cambrils, and my name is not Catalan because my mom is from the Basque country, from Bilbao.
And Spence is clearly Brazilian, like me.
You have to teach
Jamaica.
You have to teach us some Basque at some point.
I have to learn some Basque first.
No, I'm a red-blooded American. I come from Chicago, Illinois, but I'm happy to be living in one of the greatest cities in the world.
But that is not a Chicago Bulls hood.
No, but that is my team. I mean, I might as well be wearing the Bulls colors right now. Like, yeah, go Bulls, but also go Barça. It works well, the color schemes.
Yeah, the Barca are doing just a little bit better than.
All right.
Than
You didn't have to bring the Bulls into this right
and,
now. Okay?
so we've settled that I'm Catalan from here. Irati as well. Spence is from the USA, and Bruno, you're from Jamaica, right?
Yes, Jamaica. No, but as all of you have some roots in other places, I have my roots on Italy because my grandmother is from Italy, so I'm
we never
Catalan,
knew this.
fully Catalan, but my grandmother was born in Italy. My dad has been 30 years working in Italy, so yeah, my roots and my second country will be probably Italy.
That's true. I
That's cool.
in terms of roots, I didn't throw that in there. Is that half of my family is from India, so I'm half Indian.
Oh, you mentioned.
Oh.
And I've been there a couple of times, and we adopted my sister from there and everything. So
Well, live chat, where are you from? Let us know. Do you have like all this little mix of nationalities in your families? Let us know. We like to know from our fans, and we like to celebrate Barca goals. We've celebrated a Rafinha, and Barca are going for more. Inside pass by Rafinha. Ferran Torres can put a cross in from the right. Oh, Sergio Roberto didn't connect. Can Barca still win it back?
Falta.
Falta on Busquets. Could we break the curse?
Oh, please.
Could we break the curse? But this is interesting because the last time we scored a goal, a free kick, was against Valencia at Mestalla.
It was
Will it
Messi.
happen today? Right, live chat. Text in yes if you think right now we're breaking the curse of the free kicks. No if you think we're not.
We have to
Quickly
promise
live
and
chat.
do a special
Quickly live chat.
celebration
It's
if
in a
that
good
happens.
position for Rafinha. Yes if you think it's happening now. No if you think it's not happening.
It would be Rafinha. It would have
Bruno,
to be.
do you think it's happening now?
It's too obvious. I mean, no, and Valencia. No, it's really. I mean, too many. I don't think we're gonna score. Everything goes.
Good position for
No.
Rafinha. I think it's in a good position for Rafinha. Well, this is an ideal game.
We have to celebrate like.
Come on,
if-
Rafinha,
it's
let's go. So just place it in there.
Go, Rafinha. It's your day today. You've already scored one. Rafinha, into the ball. What a shame. The ball by Rafinha on the second opportunity is cleared away against. I see all those yeses on the live chat, and it turned out to be a shame.
Well, there's still much.
Ooh, Rafinha with a nutmeg. He's on a roll today. Now dispossessed. The clearance goes out for a throw-in. Rafinha's on fire, Bruno.
Yes, absolutely on fire. Trying to dribble the opponents. This is something that I think we've been missing. Someone to be brave and try to dribble the opponent in the last games, and he's doing it so well so far. And now let's see, because now we have been dispossessed.
Now Ferran lost possession. Ferran has been dropping down the right flank quite a bit, connecting with Rafinha.
I was just gonna bring that up. Just wait for Balde to recover possession or take the foul.
Balde takes the foul, and Alfred recovered anyway.
Is that we talked before the game that Ferran's going to be on the left, Rafinha on the right. We like Ferran on the right, whatever. They're both playing on the right, as you just said, which is fine. I mean, as long as you're taking advantage of the space, do whatever works. That's fine.
Yeah, and it also it's a great opportunity for Barça because Valencia are attacking in that way all the match, so that creates more opportunities. If you put Ferran and Rafinha there, it's harder for them to close the spaces.
Right, Barca attacking again. We've had a chance of the free kick. Here it goes. Balde speeding up. He's got Ansu to his left. Balde going down the middle. Balde can create an opportunity for himself. He's got Rafinha. Rafinha with the shot. The run by Alejandro Balde. And Rafinha finishing the opportunity there with the curler just wide. Alejandro Balde is an absolute roadrunner.
He should have shot. Just finish that.
He had it on his right foot. I don't think he was quite confident enough. He did have opposition in front of him, and it was a good pass to Rafinha. Bruno, who's Barca's main source of danger today.
Yes, but I think the work there from Balde, it's an impressive player. He's showing it during the whole season. We have found there in the left back an incredible future player for Barca like Balde. It's incredible. Another one, Rafinha.
Another one. Rafinha cuts inside now. Can he cross it in? The cross by Rafinha, looking for the far post. Ferran tries to keep it alive. Corner kick. Right, Mamardashvili got his hand to it, and Ferran just saw it drop a little bit too late in front of him. He let it bounce out for a corner kick. Another one, Bruno.
Second one for Barca, second one of the game, and it's Rafinha who's receiving now the ovation from that part of the stadium. The one again taking this corner kick.
The game of Rafinha this far, it's amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Right, there was a fan saying I think a defender is going to score today. Could happen now. We've got Christensen, Koundé, and Araujo inside the box. Here comes the cross by Rafinha. Up went Christensen, but the ball was headed away by the Valencia defense. De Jong wins it back. Rafinha on the left. Here comes Rafinha again. Rafinha trying to go deep now. Lost the ball. Barca need to be careful with this Valencia counter-attack. Samu Lino. Defended by De Jong. De Jong.
Amazing.
Good recovery. Great recovery by Frankie. So So we've been talking about how great Rafinha's been playing so far today on both sides. So I think we can talk about both sides of it, right? Let's be a little bit fair. That's one spot where you really can't lose the ball, because you've got so many players in the box already. And hold on
with Ferran now down the right flank. Ferran has a one-on-one but decides to turn back, looking for options. The pass back to Busquets. Barca are going to reset.
He's done so many things well today, Rafinha. Crosses, obviously the goal, his corner delivery was really good. Just there, that's one time, instead of taking on defenders, because if you lose it, you're in trouble on the counter, just make the safe play. I think Xavi would say that.
Yeah, but in the end, we are asking him
Finish your act, is what Xavi says always.
Yeah, to be brave and to dribble, and he has tried.
Well, here he goes again, now on the right-hand side. Rafinha, inside pass, again connecting with Ferran. Ferran, the low cross inside, cleared out for a corner kick. Fulquier.
That right side, how it's working.
Yeah.
That connection is working really well today, Bruno. Rafinha and Ferran.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Now again, Rafinha going there to take the third corner kick for FC Barcelona. It was a good cross from Ferran again, but no one was there, and Valencia cleared that ball away.
26th minute. Yet another corner kick, yet another chance for Araujo, Christensen, Koundé running around inside the box. Rafinha with the long cross. Ferran went up for it, couldn't quite head it, and the cross goes out the other side for a throw-in for Valencia. 26th minute, we're up 1-0. Rafinha, the goal scorer, after the assist by Sergio Busquets.
And we have to talk about the solutions of Xavi, because we have been talking about the absences and everything, but Xavi always finds a solution to the missing parts, because we saw in other matches the solution of the four midfielders, and today you don't have Dembélé, you don't have Lewandowski, and you know both Ferran and Rafinha play better in the right side, so you put them all together there, and I think it's this far it's being the key of the match, because all the chances from Barca come from there.
I love that Xavi is open-minded enough in all of these games to say, you know what? If this is where our players play best, we're going to put them there. We don't need to stick to any specific formation that you know, society is telling us to play or whatever. We don't have to conform to those norms.
As the same way the other day he closed up the match to just win at Santiago Bernabeu, and he said it in press conference. Barca is the most difficult match, the team of the world, because you win at Santiago Bernabeu and everyone would be proud, and now the press is talking like, yeah, we didn't play this way or the other. I think you, as a coach, you're better when you adapt into the circumstances, and Xavi does that very well.
I think...
Careful here, Rafinha fighting for the ball, goes back to Marmaradashvili.
I think that we just talked about where everybody comes from, and the two of you especially, and Bruno, having grown up in this environment here, are very comfortable wanting to see the Barca way played in every single game, right? But I think we also understand that sometimes football needs to change. Not as a whole, the philosophy as a whole is still very, very compact and very true to form, and it's gotten Barca the lead in La Liga this year. But for certain games...
Yeah, I think in certain games you need to adapt to your circumstances, and that's what happened on Thursday, for example. Where you're missing several of your key players, several of your key creators, and you're playing at a very tough ground, so you kind of mold yourself into what's needed in that game. I like it when it's the exception. I don't like it if it becomes a rule.
Well, if it becomes a rule, then you're basically
then you're in trouble.
Then you're Madrid at that point.
Yeah. Exactly.
You play that way, and nobody wants that.
What are your thoughts so far in this first half? I like how we're playing. Do you think we need a second goal? We need to kill off Valencia while we're dominating? Or do you think we need to keep feeding Rafinha, because he's absolutely on a roll? I mean, all three of them are true, but what's your priority here?
I think first and third go together, because if we keep playing how we are doing, we are going to keep feeding Rafinha, that this far is the best player on the field.
Spence?
I like how we're playing. Let's keep playing that way, and hopefully good things will continue to happen.
I think if we keep playing how we're playing, a second goal will come. Bruno?
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have to understand that, I mean, Valencia, we supposed that they were going to pack the bus, but we have seen that no, they were trying to go for goals because in the situation that they are involved, a point is not enough for them. And okay, you are playing at the Camp Nou, it's Barça, but they need to start getting 3 points to move up the table because they are in a really dangerous situation. And of course, now the game that Barça is 1-0 up. Well, let's see how it affects, but we can expect that Valencia are going to try it. They will leave spaces, and there also we will have more chances. Let's see.
I mean, if they lose today, they're in 19th.
Yeah, but I disagree with Bruno. I think 1 point does a lot for them on this ground today.
Well,
we are
yeah.
match day 24, Spence. I mean, okay,
Yeah,
now you're losing, okay, but
also
the situation changes. But before a game, I don't think if you ask Rubén Baraja to sign a point from here, he will sign it, honestly.
No.
But Bruno also mentally, because Rubén Baraja came, he's an historic player of Valencia.
He was one of my favorite players.
The other day he won against Real Sociedad, and if you draw here at Spotify Camp Nou,
Yes, but
it's
you
a
lost.
win and a draw.
They lost against Getafe, that it was a game that they should win.
Wasn't that his first game?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he lost the game that he probably should have won, and then he won the one that, I mean, you were playing at home at that game at the same time, but it was a tough one. So, I mean, I don't think 4 points out of these last 9 are good ones for Valencia. Getafe, Real Sociedad, and Barça, from my point of view.
One thing we can all agree on, though, is that in generally speaking, it's almost unfathomable to think that this club, this city, the third most populous city in all of Spain, after where we are now and are in this kind of trouble.
Yeah. All careful here. The rebound goes off to Sergio Roberto after good pressure. Rafinha inside the box. Rafinha sets it up for Ansu. Tried to go for the volley. Going to be picked up by Ferran on the edge of the box. Looks for space. The shot by Ferran. Saved by Mamardashvili. Good chance there for Ferran Torres. Now Araujo fouls.
I like how we are
game
trying from outside the box. We don't see that often in Barca players, and I think it's really important.
Good shot by Ferran. Teodora Zoic says, how are you all? A lot of love from Montenegro. We send you love back to Montenegro. We're doing fine, I think. We're fine, right? Yeah. Apart from Alonso, we don't really have any free kick experts. Alonso's a free kick expert. I mean, I've seen Rafinha take a couple of good free kicks, but we were used to the GOAT in terms of that. And I mean, how do you top that? Alia, will you stay on YouTube after the match again? No, unfortunately, we can't in La Liga. We do that in the Copa del Rey, fortunately. But you can go over to Barça TV Plus and watch us. Lewowski says they are attacking like there are 15 on the pitch. It feels like it a little bit. I agree. That Barça are outnumbering Valencia. Love from Bangladesh. We send you all the love back to Bangladesh, to everywhere in the world. All the countries in the world watching us. You were going to say something.
I was going to say that in terms of free kick experts, I do a lot of the games for La Masia. I watch a lot of them, and we have a few who take free kicks that they just plant them. A few on the juvenil squad who can really let it rip. And I also don't rule out. We haven't seen a lot of it yet, but don't rule out Pablo Torre either. And then Unai Hernandez on the juvenil squad can do it, and Dani Rodriguez as well, both of them.
Well, we hope we don't have to wait them to come to the first team.
Careful here, the header goes wide. Woof. A clear chance for Valencia. The cross coming in from the left, and Thierry Correa got in ahead of Balde. It's a weak kind of header, but went just wide. Keep the hearts coming for Barça, support for Barça. As we're 1-0 up against Valencia, we do need to be careful, Bruno.
Yes, we need to be careful, of course, because as we were saying, Valencia will need the points as well as Barça, and they are going to battle and go for the game. Barça now, in these last minutes of the first half, let's see if they can find the chance to try and score the second goal.
I saw Vedran saying, for how long is Lewandowski injured?
We'll answer that in a second. Balde is fouled on just outside the box on the left-hand side, so a mini corner chance for Barça. Lewandowski, uncertain for next week. The objective is to have him back for El Clasico in 2 weeks.
He trained yesterday on his own.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I mean, I think the fact that Barça don't have a midweek game next week does benefit.
Dembele might be the one coming up first.
Yeah, we'll see. chance for Barca. Free kick right on the outside of the box on the left-hand side. It's going to be crossed in by Ansu Fati.
Imagine if this goes in from here.
Could go straight for goal. Straight into the wall. I think he was going straight for goal. Now Ansu picks it up after the rebound and resets with Balde. 35th minute. Barca 1-0 up. Will there be another goal in this first half? Who might score it? Let us know on the live chat. Who will score Barca's next goal?
Ferran could be an option.
Ferran could be an option.
It's moving out there.
Ansu could be an option. I'd like Ansu, to be honest. Either Ansu or Ferran would make me very happy, both of them. They both need goals. Here's Balde. Balde cuts inside. Balde with the pass, trying to look for the run of Ansu Fati. Got the deflection, and Valencia were able to clear. Careful now. Christensen with the run back and passing to Koundé. Valencia are going to recover. The Barca score before half-time. Yes, no, I hope. I think yes. I think yes. Yes is the answer. Go into half-time with a 2-0 lead.
Would be really important.
I'll take yes. I'll sign up for yes.
Even though it means you'll get your prediction wrong.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay. All right. Again was the least necessary word that we needed. But yes, I would take another goal, and I would sacrifice my prediction for the greater good.
That's good.
Right, Barca attacking. Let's see if it happens now. In Valencia's half, Balde trying to speed up again. Passes to Ansu Fati, who has space. Ansu inside. Oh, couldn't find Ferran. Koundé out to Rafinha's been quiet in the last few minutes. Rafinha's going to put a long cross in. Goes Ansu Fati. Oh, Ansu. That's the kind of header when you're in confidence that goes straight to goal. And when you're a little bit more anxious, waiting for that goal to happen, the outcome is what just happened to Ansu Fati, right, Bruno?
Yes, because the cross I think was a perfect one. No one touches that ball. The cross was fantastic and hasn't measured at all well the distances. I think here Ansu to find a good header, but important for Barca to continue having the chances in these final minutes of the first half.
Yeah, I feel that he tried to kick the ball before the ball was already there. Like, I want to score right now, this. And that's why he missed it.
I saw a question on the live chat asking when is Pedri coming back. The objective for Dembele, Pedri and Lewandowski is to have them all back for El Clasico. If any of the three are back next week against Athletic Club, that will be extra good news for Barca. But the objective is in 2 weeks.
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus if we get them back for next week, of course. Now, Rafinha, who I'd say by far has been the best player in the first half for Barca.
With no doubt.
It would be great to recover some players because San Mamés, as you know, is one of the toughest grounds of Spain.
And especially against Barca, I think they bring up another level. I know I have many family there and they are waiting all the year to play against Barca after all those coups they lost, you know.
Araujo with the clearance now coming in with the no-nonsense Athletic Club also, I mean, I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but potential opponent in the Copa del Rey final if they turn their result around and we keep our advantage.
I would like to see Osasuna in the final.
You want to see Abde?
Yes, I want to see.
Well, you wouldn't see
it depends.
Too much on those things because then I see like Balde scoring the goal.
No, but
like
I mean, if Barca rush to the final and faces Osasuna, Abde cannot play against Barca.
No?
No.
Oh, we have that close.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Pass back to Stegen. The clearance to Stegen to Lino. Lino with the shot over the crossbar. So ter Stegen gave the ball away right now, but I would say it's only 5% his fault because the pass back to ter Stegen is very dangerous.
Ferran? Was it Ferran's back pass? And ter Stegen did what he could.
Yeah. The back pass puts ter Stegen in a very uncomfortable situation. And Ferran knows that he put him in an uncomfortable situation there. Oh, problems, Bruno?
Yes, let's see. Let's see, because there are two players from Valencia, actually Fulquier, and let's see. No, Fulquier seems to be okay. and it's the other player, the one that it's suffering. Comert, it's centre back. He's now receiving medical attention, and at the same time, both managers, Baraja, well, in this case, the assistant manager of Xavi, both Oscar Hernandez and Sergio Alegre, chatting with some of the players, adjusting some aspects of the game in this, for these last 5 minutes remaining in this first half. It seems that Comer is okay, and the action is going to continue.
For the record, by the way, I've had like a soft spot for Osasuna this year in the Copa, because I did the game in Nastic. I went to that game and called it. I've had a soft spot for them. I really hope that's, as you guys were saying, I hope that Barça get to face Osasuna.
I hope that Barça are in the final, and I couldn't care less who our opponent's going to be.
I totally agree with you.
I just hope that Barça are in that final, and I think that if we face either Osasuna or Athletic, we can beat those two teams, so fine with that.
But you said your family are
My
Athletic
family
fans.
is from Athletic Club fans, and I also lived 1 year in Pamplona, so I think I have friends in Pamplona and family in Bilbao.
And
The Akabi warming up, just if Comer cannot continue, he's back on the field, but the Akabi is warming up.
Okay, the ball fed to Rafinha. Let's see if Barça can just up the action a little bit in these last 5 minutes of the first half. Barça lose the ball. Koundé recovers. Koundé back heel to Rafinha, and here we go again. We can get opportunities and a second goal going into half-time.
Yeah, I feel the rhythm has slowed down in the last
It has a
minutes.
little bit.
Yeah.
And if we did go 2-0 into half-time, by no means does that mean that you're going to have a comfortable second half, because we saw against, what was it, Cadiz at the Spotify Camp Nou? It was like 2-0 at half-time with the 2 late goals in the first half, and then the second half.
Yeah, that brings
opportunity.
more motivation to Valencia, because they have nothing to lose. Like, if you go to half-time losing 2-0, then you have nothing to lose, so you go full attack to try to find that comeback.
But it was comfortably uncomfortable, because you had the 2-goal lead. It's different, I think, when it's 1. I think that you're suffering a lot more then.
True.
A lot of people like to say the two-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in football. I don't know. 1 is more dangerous to me.
The only reason is 2 can
not
make
close
you get a
enough.
little bit too complacent. But anyway, yeah, obviously, mathematically 1 is more
Mathematically.
dangerous. Yeah.
I'm a numbers guy.
Rafinha to Koundé, a little bit of pressure for Koundé, throw in to Barça.
And Comer is okay, because now the doctors have been saying to the physical trainer that is warming up with the Akabi to say, no, we're not gonna change him, so you can. He continues there in the sideline, but seems that Comer is okay.
Back pass by Ferran, careful again. We need to be very careful with those back passes. This is the second time already. Can't be too casual with those. Just giving away easy opportunities. Valencia moving the ball around. Lino on the left. He has overlap. The cross inside.
Careful.
The opportunity goes wide. But we're playing with fire here. We're playing with fire. Laish Moriba was the one with the chance. And we were talking about getting complacent, and this is what we can't do, give away opportunities. Christensen fails to clear easily. Along comes Laish.
It was hard to clear that one
right
also, I
direction.
think, because he was in the air. But already 2 good opportunities for Valencia.
Yeah.
Coming up from mistakes of Barça, not.
Sergio Roberto chases the ball. Mamardashvili with the clearance. Minute and a half remaining in this first half. Barça with a 1-0 lead. Goal scored by Rafinha. And has kind of died down this.
Yeah,
this first half.
I feel we were talking about confidence, and Barça felt okay. We have this under control. We're winning. We are playing better and everything. And the rhythm has slowed down a lot. And you feel that because there's not that much movements as we were seeing. We don't see Rafinha that much this lately, and Valencia is taking profit of that, of course.
The final minute of this first half. Barça recovers. Sergio Roberto tries to extend to win the ball back now. Pressure by Rafinha. Sergio Roberto and Ferran can't get it done. A foul by Rafinha. Almeida. 30 seconds remaining. Bruno, let us know how much time is going to be added on as soon as you see the screen.
I would say maximum a minute, but yeah, the board is there for the fourth official, and we will know it shortly.
Okay. Well, long ball straight to Stegen. He's going to take his time from behind right now. No pressure for our goalkeeper as the seconds tick by. Barça.
Yes, 1 minute of added time.
I see AV Ghosts saying Valencia are in the relegation zone. Conceding more goals will reduce their goal difference, so they might play it safe also. But in this league, that doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, no, but it's very curious. Well, it's very curious. Careful now, Valde.
It's worth a conversation in the second half. Okay. Yeah.
Spence hanging on to his prediction there. Careful with this situation with Valencia putting pressure on Busquets. There's a player that's gone down inside the box. What's gone on there? Hugo Duro has gone down in a heap inside the box. There was no foul before on Eli Moriba.
No,
a complete dive. The referee saw that well. And what's happened with Hugo Duro inside the box? Why has he gone down?
Yeah, I don't really know it, because also my eyes were there with Elias and Busquets. Now Hugo continues, he's okay, but yeah, I don't really know what happened there in the box.
No, we haven't had a replay or anything yet.
Pilski was alone, no? Because the action was not there.
Yeah, I don't know. Right, can Barca clear here, looking for a counter-attack. Oh, the pass by Ansu Fati intercepted. And Vázquez with a long-range shot, which goes wide. The first half is going to end here, and Barca have a 1-0 lead going into the dressing rooms. Right, as always, let us know. Did you like the first half? Did you not? Is it kind of like 50-50? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm going to go thumbs up for the first half an hour. For the final quarter of an hour, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I think my thumb has been going like this really the first half, because I felt Barca started really well. First looking like what Valencia was doing, let's see how they are going to play. And once they saw Valencia was not back in the bus, there was a lot of movement. We didn't have a striker like when we have Lewandowski. Ferran was mixing up with Rafinha, but also helping Ansu Fati, and Valde attacking and helping Ansu Fati, and we were playing almost with 4 strikers and 4 wingers, and Barca was connecting and playing and creating and everything. There were no problems in the back, but in the moment when you play like this, you slow down the rhythm, the ball starts going slower, and Valencia took profit of that. And the last 10 minutes, Barca was not playing really well, so it stands a little bit like this.
I'm going to go with thumbs up. Okay. I think that was a good enough first half performance that Xavi can go into the locker room at halftime and say...
Well, I don't think he's allowed to today.
Well, sorry, you're right. No, that's just muscle memory.
No, I think they can go down to the locker room.
Sure.
No?
But let's just say to get his message across. Yeah. He'll be able to get his message across in whatever way. And from there, the halftime adjustments are always, I think Barca tend to make the most of them this year. And so I think with a 1-0 lead, they should be able to do a little bit more of the same that they did in the first 30 minutes, as you said. So for me, thumbs up.
Right, we're going to take a break from the game. Spence is going to keep you guys entertained with the halftime quiz. Let's get to it.
Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. I have to say, I am a little bit hungry.
Time to read out your answers. Time to do the Barca live halftime quiz. Time to get us going. After a 1-0 first half, that leaves us, I would say, with a good taste in our mouth. Now we need to keep it going. So let's do that, all right? We're playing Valencia today. There's a lot of history about Valencia. We're saying it's the 3rd most populated city in the country here in Spain. So let's take a little bit of time to get our facts right about it, all right? We'll do the club and the city itself. Let's start there with question number 1. Let's go to it. I'm going to be reading your answers out. I want to see those answers. Question 1, please. Let's start with a little history lesson, okay? Which of these players is the most expensive transfer that Valencia has paid to acquire? Which is the most expensive transfer in Valencia's history paid by Valencia? Is it Dani Parejo, Joaquin, Rodrigo, or Gonzalo Guedes? Answers in now. I'm reading them out. I want to see 5 for 5. I want to see people doing well. Let's see. Rohit says Dani Parejo. I want to see people getting it right. Okay. I see B. Football Edits says A. Marisol says A. Juan Rafael Guevara Rose says D. Messi and Ronaldo is back for the halftime quiz, who says B. Let's Chow says A. Sigrecho says A. But so far, I'm only seeing 2 correct answers. Larry has it right. Ifzu has made 2 different guesses, so that does not count. Yenier and Larry are 2 of the right ones. And let's see that, please. Answer! It is Gonzalo Guedes. They paid $40 million for him, and then sold him for about $44 million to Wolves this past year. But Dani Parejo only $6 million, and then they sold him off later to Villarreal. Let's see question 2. Now we're going the other way. All right, which of these players is the most expensive transfer that Valencia have received in selling a player? Which of these players is the most expensive transfer in Valencia's history, a fee that was received by Valencia? Is it Gaizka Mendieta, Nicolas Otamendi, David Villa, or David Silva? Alia is on it already. I didn't see Alia put an answer in for the first one, though, so I don't know if you can go 5 for 5 today. But Andy Maloku says D. Michael MK says D. Let's Chow says D. David Silva. Football Edits says C. Max says C. 7AI says D. Yenier, who got it right the last time, says D. Omar Alkurdi says A. Messi and Ronaldo says C. Beatriz Sanchez says D. A lot of D's, a lot of David Silvas, but Joseph Rivera, you're onto this one. Maybe you were watching the pregame show, because we did mention it, right? This has been a tough pregame quiz thus far. Answer, please. Yeah, it was, guys, got 48 million to Lazio all the way back in 01. Otamendi was 45 million to City. David Silva also to City, 33, and David Villa, 40 million in the same year to Barça. But I know, it was Gaizka way back in 01. That's 22 years ago. So I don't think anybody's going 5 for 5 today. I'm sorry. But we can move on. Let's keep going. Let's push through, power through. Forza. Question 3. Since 1931, how many seasons have Valencia spent in the Segunda Division? Now, if you were watching the pregame show today with Bruno, you might have an idea here. But there's a little twist, trick. All right, is it 0, 1, 3, or 5 seasons in the Segunda since 1931? I'll give you a hint as I'm about to read off your answers. The seasons, the first season in Valencia's history is 1928. Okay? So, Vasil says A. Martin says D. Football Edits says C. Let's Chow says C. If Zoe says A and B. Dude, stop guessing. He says A, B, C, and D. You can't do that, If Zoe. Get out of here. You're out. Card. Just a caution. All right? Who else? Larry says B. Aman says C. Musk 2 Lost says D. Ahmed says A. Yenier Cruz is doing well today. Yenier's got it right. Andre says C. Makari says C. And let's see the answer. So Bruno asked the question, how many seasons have they spent in the Segunda? And the answer was 4. But after 1931, the answer is only 1. It was the 86-87 season. After they were relegated, they went right back up. And they've been there ever since. But this year, I don't know, had a little bit of trouble. All right, we've done enough about football. Let's try to change the tone a little bit. I'm talking about a statement. I want a statement. I want to know what's going on with Valencia. So let's see the next question. Which of these is a true statement? Okay, and we're going to have Irati Vidal also come up with a guess here today because we know that she's on the clock. She's pressured. The city of Valencia features 44 different kinds of croquetas. B, that Christian Bale, who, as we all know, was Batman in the Batman series, is an honorary club member because, as you can see with Valencia's logo, that's part of what they do. C, Ernest Hemingway ate paella in Valencia. Or D, in the early 2000s revival of the club when they went to Europe, the club were referred to as freshly squeezed. Answers, please. Irati's going to think about it. Christian says C. Messi and Ronaldo says C. Carlos Martinez says B. Let's Chow says B. Max says C. Omar says B. Juan Carlos says D. They referred to as freshly squeezed. No. Alia says D. No, I'm sorry. Irati says C. Irati's got C on her mind, saying Ernest Hemingway. Most of you got this one right, including Irati. Let's see. Yeah. That's Ernest Hemingway, right there. Eating paella in Valencia. You can still go to the restaurant that he ate at. It's right along the water. Okay, so we're talking about paella, right? We gotta get our paella down. I hope Irati gets this one right. She better. Otherwise, she's gonna be in trouble with her family. Question 5. Which of the following is not an acceptable ingredient in traditional paella? Okay, this is according to every single person that makes paella in this country. Okay, traditional. Traditional paella recipe, what is not a part of it? Is it chicken? Is it snails? Is it duck? Or is it chorizo? A, B, C, D. Answers, please. Netos says chicken. Samuel says chicken. Harcia says, hello, YouTube. Hello, Harcia. Mateusz says snails. Water says snails. Osama Awad says duck. THLP says chorizo. Gabuka says chorizo. Football Edits says chicken. This is a polarizing one. There's a lot of different answers here. But Irati? Yeah. Irati says D. Let's see the answer. Please, people. Don't put chorizo in your paella. Olives too. Come on, people. Get it right. You don't have to put everything in, but chorizo? No. We don't do that. Well done for the most part. You all worked through the storm in that halftime quiz, and that's what we're going to hope to do in the second half as well. We got to get through the storm, get all 3 points. So proud of you all. Take a little rest before the second half starts. Robert, Irati, you don't put chorizo in your paella, right?
No. That's a travesty. We will see if Barca can work through the storm in this second half as well. We have a 1-0 lead. The goal was scored by Rafinha, who's one of our candidates of best player of the first half. Bruno, who is your favorite player of the first half? We're giving options to the fans: Balde, Rafinha, or Busquets.
I have to go also with Rafinha, not just for the goal, also has provided a really good cross to Ansu Fati in the best chance after the goal that Barca has enjoyed. Also has dribbled quite times well to Jesus Vázquez there in the left flank, so has to be Rafinha. Although the game from Busquets has been a really good one, and the same for Alejandro Balde, who's showing a really good performance. So let's see our fans at home what they think about who has been the best player of this first half. Some information: we've seen Kessié warming up with the physical trainer during this halftime. Might be a clue to see him in this second half. We don't know if immediately after halftime or minutes later, but Kessié, one of the players with the most numbers to come on in the second half. And let's see our fans what they think about who has been the best player. Messi, Ronaldo saying 2, Juan Rafael saying 2, Rafinha, Natha saying 2, Rafinha, Messi says 1, but well, most of our fans also think that Rafinha has been the best player of this second half that actually is about to kick off. And also shortly we will know the exact attendance of the game, that as I was mentioning, I'll expect it's going to be closer than to 90,000 fans than to 18.
Right, thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you as soon as the second half starts. Irati, Spence, I thought Barça had a good stretch in the first half. It kind of died down towards the final minutes. I think half-time came at the right moment for Barça.
See, of course, because the last 10 minutes it was Valencia creating more chances, and most of the chances that Valencia had, that I remember it was two clear ones, came from Barça mistakes. It was not really Valencia creating them. So I think it was important that it was those moments that if it was another spot, you would have asked like for a timeout, and Barça really needed to stop. Probably it's because like we are at this point of the season that the legs start like to be heavy and everything, and that's why the rhythm slowed down. You also come from Santiago Bernabeu and everything, and I think it came in the perfect moment to just fresh the things up a little bit and start the second half as you started the first one.
Need a bit more energy maybe in this second half, Spence, or like accuracy in going forward.
Yeah, timing.
Timing.
Rafinha got forward a lot in that first half, and he's got that license to do so. I thought other players stayed back a little bit more, because if you lose the ball, at least you have some cover back there. Koundé was tracking back a lot more than he was getting forward. But in general, I really thought that it was a pretty well played first half. You're going to give up chances. Ter Stegen hasn't really been forced to make a save yet. So
No,
I don't think he
really
has one yet.
There's been a couple of clear chances
moments
for Valencia, Correa, Ilaix Moriba, but fortunately for Barça, they came to nothing. Right, there was a question on the live chat, David, saying, wait, what happened to Gavi? He's suspended. He's not playing today. He has 5 yellow cards. He's out suspended. Also out injured. We keep reminding you of this. Is Pedri, Dembele, Lewandowski. None of them are available today. We'll see if they're available for next week. Right, Bruno, you were guessing before the game what the attendance would be. Were you right? Are we over 80,000?
Yes, and closer to 90, as I was mentioning, 89,644 fans. Now the speaker announcing at the same time as Barça Live, so we are connected also here with Aleix Santacana, the speaker. Yeah, incredible, really good numbers. It might be one of the best ones of the season in La Liga for sure. I will have an eye now on the stats and the substitution that we were previewing. Kessié with number 19 replacing De Jong. Frenkie De Jong is going to stay on the bench in the second half. Has been playing too many minutes in the last games. Probably also it's good for him some rest. But yeah, Kessié coming on for Frenkie De Jong, and Alberola Rojas, the referee, ending to check everything to kick off the second half.
Right, this emoji exists, crossing your fingers. We're sending all of this, crossing our fingers so that there's nothing wrong with Frenkie De Jong, that it's all just precaution. So cross your fingers on the live chat, please, for Frenkie De Jong's health. He's been taken off, replaced by Kessié. That's a substitution that's happened at half-time. We're crossing our fingers here that everything's going to be all right, because we have enough absences. We have enough absences,
and Frenkie has been key in the last weeks with all the absences we have in the midfielder. So we hope it's just precaution from Xavi and all the staff, and trying to avoid another injury of Frenkie De Jong. But we were talking about energy. Kessié can bring that.
Careful with Valencia attacking. Busquets is going to win it back on the edge of the box. Rafinha fights for it. Rafinha is fouled. Anyone else warming up, Bruno?
No, we don't have any more players warming up, but probably in a very few minutes we will have them here on the sideline.
By the way, I have the answer to what Bruno was talking about earlier. Only 3 games this year have been played at a higher attendance total, and only 1 of them have been in the league.
Oh, good. Clásico hasn't been.
It's a really strange one. Almeria.
Oh, the Piqué one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering why, and then you just
the
jostled my memory.
Yeah. Look at that. All of our fans crossing their fingers for Frenkie. So are we. I mean, he's had to be taken off at half-time. I'm hoping it's just precaution, and that Kessié has just come on.
Yeah, because it hasn't happened.
Maybe
any
felt a little nag, something, I don't know,
yeah.
a bit of discomfort, but that he's all right. Right. 1 minute played in the second half. Bruno, sorry, we're just asking our fans. We know that Kessié is already coming on. or who's already come on. Who would you like to see in the second half? And we're giving 3 options today, which is the 3 youngsters: Pablo Torre, Alarcón, or Stanis. Who would you like to see, Bruno?
I will say Pablo. I mean, I would like to see Stanis, but I think Torre also deserves the minutes to have someone else in midfield to have the option to be also having protagonism. And I will go for Pablo Torre. Careful now with Kessie and Fulquier in this challenge here.
Goal kick.
Goal kick for Barça, and yes, I was saying for Valencia, Castillejo, Yunus Musa, the player from the States, and also Diakabi, who was warming up in the first half, are the ones that can come on for Valencia shortly. But yes, I will go for Pablo Torre.
I would like to see all 3 of them, honestly, but that would mean that Barca have the game fairly in control.
Yeah.
Hopefully we score a couple, and that gives Xavi the opportunity.
Well, Pablo Torre can give you that control in the midfield that you had maybe with Frankie de Jong. It can be an option, but I go for Cambrils power with Stanis.
Stanis Pedrola, can he get his opportunity today at Spotify Camp Nou? Rafinha inside, trying to connect with Ansu. Ball was cleared away by the defence. Can Barca win it back through Busquets? Yes, is the answer. Busquets, Sergi Roberto, and Kessier, who right now is in the holding midfielder position. I imagine they'll switch back with Busquets, who feeds it out to Balde. Balde, can he keep it in? Yes, Balde. See if he can put a quality cross in. Cleared away by Chomer. Alejandro Balde had a good first half.
I think the first 5 minutes in a half like this can be very determinant on the first 20 minutes, if you know what I mean, because eventually you make changes in the half, but these first 20 minutes of the second half, if Barca can maintain the pressure and the control the way that they have so far through the first few minutes, they're much more likely to secure that second goal.
Well, I'm hoping that it's going to come early, that Barca can have a quiet end of the game, just very calm and comfy at home.
Yeah, we have suffered enough, right?
We suffered enough on Thursday. We did all of our suffering for the week on Thursday. We don't need any more today, honestly. Here is Araujo. Barca looking for a second goal after Rafinha gave us the lead in the 15th minute in the first half. Kessier, long switch over to no one, straight out for a goal kick. We found Xavi Hernandez in a box at the Spotify Camp Nou. Comments from our fans: Ansu needs to score, period. Marius Russo, bless you, Irati.
Thank you.
Yes, more than a box, I think it's in one of the cabins up in the highest level of the stadium, where normally all the scouters and the ones analyzing the games are with their tactical cameras. So yeah, he's up there in one of these cabins.
I think you see the much more clear up there than in the
Xavi
bench.
said it yesterday in the press conference. We have to take advantage of it. Yes, so yeah, I think scoring another goal can kill the game off. I think so too. I think maybe even a couple. We need to score like 2 quick goals and then give opportunities, as one of the youngsters, Bruno, is going to warm up. One comment, Les Cho says, Croqueta, you are the best. Spence, that's for you.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm Croqueta.
That's you. Bruno, who's warming up?
The first player that starts warming up right now is Ángel Alarcón. He had some minutes against Almeria. He's one of the youngsters that Xavi absolutely is believing most on him. And the other one is, for me, one of the best ones the other day on the Bernabeu. Is Marcos Alonso, an specialist taking set pieces. Actually, when you were asking the first half who might take free kicks and these kind of situations, well, Marcos is, of course, a player that the free kick that Rafinha enjoyed in the first half would also love to have the opportunity, because it was in a perfect place for a left-footed player. So Marcos and Ángel Alarcón warming up.
Careful now with Valencia making a run down the right-hand side. Correa with the cross. It goes right across Araujo. Ball headed back to safety into the hands of Ter Stegen. Araujo is down, Bruno.
Such a calm header.
Yes, Araujo down. Now Alberto La Rojas, the referee, asking him if he's okay. The doctors are ready to come on if needed, but it seems that yes, Araujo is going to be okay to continue himself.
It doesn't look like there's a lot in it in the replay.
There is contact, but
As Guaduro slides into him, there is a bit of contact. Araujo should be fine, I reckon. Right, so you say Bruno, Marcos Alonso and Alarcón are warming up, right?
Yes, Marcos and Alarcón, and the first substitution for Valencia, at least from my point of view, is a bit surprising. but it's going to be Diakabi. If it's for Comert, it will mean that Comert is feeling some problems physically, and if not, it will be a surprise.
It is weird because Diakabi was not in the starting lineup today because he had physical problems.
Yeah.
So appearing in the second half, it is weird.
Well, we'll see who he comes on for. Now, Kessie with Balde on the left. Balde had to make a long, long run to save the ball from going out. Now, Ferran Torres slipped into the left attacking position. Now, Kessie on the edge of the box. Inside pass! Trying to connect with Rafinha was a good idea. Along came Vasquez.
Kessié replacing Frankie right now is a move that, though it's out of necessity right now, we don't see much of a difference in terms of the style. Kessié is doing a lot of the similar things that Frankie would do.
Yeah, Kessie has confidence right now. The last matches of Kessie has been brilliant, and you can feel it on the field.
Here he is again.
What about this?
The shot by Rafinha. Oh, it's a cross. Careful with Koundé, the volley into the head. What's
Penalty.
it? Penalty.
Handball.
Vamos.
It's the second penalty that they, in the league that they have considered. So incredible, because it's really tough for the referees in La Liga to whistle a penalty in favor of Barça. It's the second one, and for a handball, let's see it replaced.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but touches first leg.
No, it doesn't.
I don't want to hear about proximity. The rule is if your hand is up there and it hits your hand, then it's a penalty.
It's a
But
clear
what
one.
happens?
I have here my screen, and from my point of view, it's a clear one because, I mean, he has
With the
an
rule,
extended
it's,
arm, and the ball was going probably on target.
Ferran would be the player taking it. He's got the ball in his hands. I wouldn't give a penalty for that.
Well, that's why you're here, not a referee.
I'm not a referee, yeah.
No, but Robert, you cannot have your arm extended.
You gotta
But it's not
Beside the box?
extended. It's like
It's like
a
covering
kind of at a
himself.
right angle.
Yeah, he does like this.
But the point is, your hands need to be down. That's the whole point. That's the rule. Been the rule all year.
No,
No, the
true.
rule is
It is
clear.
true. It is true. It's just that.
Well, the penalty is confirmed. Now, change that we suppose that was going to be introduced for Valencia is Diakabi for Comert. So no surprises at all. And penalty seems to be confirmed by VAR. And yes, Ferran Torres is going to be the one taking the penalty.
We're doing a change before the penalty?
Lots of the fans on the live chat are agreeing that it should be a penalty. I've seen a couple of no's. I'm doubtful, but not like regarding the rule book.
I can't watch this one.
It's the first penalty of Ferran this season.
He scored last season. Scored last season in the Europa League. Ferran's going to take it. Barça could go up 2-0.
I can't watch.
Waiting for the referee to blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle.
Turn. Come on, ref. What are we waiting for? Ferran with the run up, right footed. The shot. Oh, it hit the post and it went out. A wasted chance for Barça. The penalty missed by Ferran Torres. Bruno, if I'm not mistaken, we've missed both penalties in La Liga that we've had, right?
Yes, we've missed the two penalties. Incredible, because Barça having really bad numbers taking penalties. It's true that the team won the penalty shootouts, the only ones that we have had this season in the Super Cup against Betis. But in terms of individual penalties during a game, we missed the two in the league. This bit of tension in the Camp Nou, but let's see now the chance.
Quick attack, Ansu Fati to Rafinha. Rafinha to Ansu Fati. The shot by Ansu hits the post. Opportunity on the rebound. Ferran Torres picks it up. Oh, what a shame, Ansu. Ansu hits the post. Here we go again. Barca attacking. Let's see if this can produce like the counter effect.
That's a good response, though.
Long cross by Koundé.
I mentioned it sometimes in other games, but again, Ansu Fati has never scored there in that goal, in the north goal of the stadium, and now hitting the post. But continues his this incredible start. But it's true, he has never scored.
He came so close. He came so close. Now it was a good finish by Ansu. The setup by Rafinha.
Yeah, there was no way Mamardashvili was going to save that one.
Such a shame, because I mean, now two players who really need goals, who are Ferran and Ansu, both have just hit the post within the minute.
Well,
one from the penalty spot, one in open play.
I was watching a game yesterday. It was Southampton and Leicester in the Prem, And Southampton got a penalty awarded to them, missed it, it was saved, and then the next 15 minutes they used that momentum and carried it and turned it into a goal in open play. And that, I think, just keep that up, because sometimes even though you don't score the penalty, it can galvanize you a little bit.
By the way, it looks, Bruno, like Ferran and Ansu have switched their positions, right? Ferran's on the left now and Ansu's in the middle.
Yes, exactly. It seems that they've switched positions, and let's see if things improve now for Barça in the second half. They enjoyed an incredible chance, like always is a penalty. And here at the Camp Nou, well, people now a little bit down. Let's see if they can be back again supporting the team.
Careful now, the cross inside. Udo couldn't connect.
We have to close this match, please.
Yeah, exactly. We've had enough chances to score a second.
Yeah.
And Valencia have proven that they can be very dangerous. There's nothing there.
There's a block,
no? There's a block by Christensen. Well, yeah. Is it a misfire by Hugo Duro and well, no, yeah, okay. Blocked by Christensen. There's nothing there. There's no penalty claim or anything. Now here is Christensen driving forward. Kessié, Balde, Ansu's making a run. Balde didn't quite see the passing line. Kessié trying to feed it forward. But Ferran picks it up. Ferran goes out wide to Rafinha, who's going to have to chase the ball, but there he is. Rafinha puts it on his left foot. He's going to go deep. He's going to go back to his left. He tries to go deep. Rafinha tries to cut back. Loses the ball in front of Jesus Vázquez. Careful now with a chance.
We have to keep that pressure
for Valencia
up.
to run.
Oh! That's a red
could
card.
be a red card.
That's red.
Red card. Red card for Araujo. Red card for Araujo. It was a bad back pass by Koundé. Araujo had to take one for the team. Fouled Hugo Duro. Knows what he did. There's no complaints. And the game gets complicated for Barça, Bruno.
Yes, receiving an incredible ovation, Araujo. He knew this was a red card. It's a bit unlucky because it's kind of a small contact, but of course it's the last man, there's no doubt at all. And the referee, and also from here, we got everyone really clear that was going to show the red card. And Araujo accepts the red card. Let's see, because now Marcos Alonso went immediately to the bench to get changed. He's going to come on, and we're placing as a centre back with Christensen, probably sacrificing someone up front. And game now has changed completely after missing the penalty. Now Barça with 10 men. Let's see also this set piece for Valencia.
And another missing for San Mamés.
Another player missing for San Mamés. Ronald Araujo, clear red card. Bruno said there was like slight contact. I mean, there was a bit more.
I mean, but it's, well, let's see the foul first.
Yeah. Careful here with the cross inside. Balde heads it away. Kessié is going to fight for it. Can Kessié keep it? No, there's nothing there. Right, a chance for Ansu to run. See, Ansu drives inside. Can he switch it to Rafinha? Yes, yes, yes. It's a good pass. Rafinha picks it up. Rafinha, go for it. Rafinha leaves the ball behind. Passes to Sergi Roberto. Quick pass to Kessié on the left. But Valencia have lots of bodies back. Here's Kessié again. 2-on-1. He loses it, and it's a throw-in. Right, Bruno, substitutions.
Yes, for Barça, Marcos Alonso coming on for Ansu Fati. Marcos Alonso, and what I was meaning is that this foul from Araujo in the middle of the park, I mean, it's not even a yellow card because there's no violence. This is what I was meaning, that it was not a hard tackle. When you read after the game and you see, oh, red card for Araujo, what he has done, I mean, it's just a contact, of course, but it's because of the position of Valencia player that was almost in front of Ter Stegen, more than a violent action. This is what I was going to try to say.
And it's a foul that he had to do. I'd rather have a player out than a goal conceded.
Well, that's a debate, I'll imagine. What do you prefer, to be with 10 men, 1-0 up and 30 minutes to go, or 1-1, 30 minutes to go and 11 against 11? This will be a good debate, an interesting one.
It complicates next week also.
Well, I mean, we can ask the fans.
And you don't know, if the chance is gonna be in. So for me, I would prefer to stay with 11 and see what happens in that chance. Yep.
Bruno, keep going because there's substitutions.
Yes, for Valencia. Substitution for Valencia. Fran Perez coming on, a youngster from the B team. And also Samu Castillejo coming on for Valencia. these two changes that have replaced Moriba and I don't know the other one.
Right, Barca in possession here. Kessié tries to feed out wide to
Correa.
Koundé.
Correa came off.
Right, who's warming up for Barca still, Bruno?
No one now. No one is warming up for... Well, Ángel Alarcón, sorry, yes, the Ángel Alarcón is still there on the corner flag, but no one else. Attacking changes, of course, for Valencia now. Absolutely, yes, going for the game, Rubén Baraja.
Right. Also with 10 men after the sending off of Araujo, but we've had to reshuffle things a little bit with Marcos Alonso coming on for Ancelotti. We're defending with 4-3 in midfield, 2 up front. The 2 up front are Rafinha and Ferran. Sometimes they say that you play better with 10 men than with 11.
That's true.
Something has happened.
Let's hope that. Will you sign right now the 1-0? Well, of course, fans will. But
This isn't about me today. This is about the team. This is about the team getting a win.
This is about the 3 points, definitely. Right, there's an absence there in our lineup right down there. That is the sending off, unfortunate, of Araujo, who will miss next week's game. And Bruno, we have several players who are 1 yellow card away from suspension as well.
Yes, I don't have the list right now, I'll take it, but we were with Rafinha. I think Rafinha for sure was with 4, Busquets and Ferran I think also were with 4.
Yeah,
I'll
and
confirm it
Kessié.
now.
And Kessié. Yeah, there's 4.
Yes, it has been the second red card that Araujo has seen as a Barca player. He saw one in the 4-0 win of FC Barcelona against Sevilla in the
His
league.
first game ever.
Yeah, exactly, his debut. He talked about that in an interview that you have available on Barca TV+.
Yep. Right, Bruno was asking the question, what do you prefer? Red card and no goal, which is what happened. No foul by Araujo and 1-1, or can you not decide? Not sure. Not sure is because we have to give 3 answers.
Well, can you sort of tweak question 2 to say no foul and let the play develop? Because as Bruno said, you don't know if Ter Stegen might make a save. He might.
Yeah, but you like the attacking player has clear advantage.
Yeah.
So Bruno, you said option number 2, right? No foul and 1-1.
Yes, because the point that Spence mentioned about you are missing. Careful.
Careful here, Rafinha inside, trying to connect with Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto's going to fight for it with Fulquier, throw into Valencia.
I was about 50-50, but then Spence made a really good point, that is you're going to miss Araujo in San Mamés. So this made my balance go to the 1-1 and 30 minutes to go with 11 against 11.
I see lots of 1s on the live chat.
for me, it's the red card, and you assure this win. Like you don't know if you are going to come back, even if you have 11 players. You know,
well,
this far, it's 64 minutes.
Anxiety
you only score once.
kicks in.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a whole game if you don't know what's going to happen, because it's 30 minutes left. Maybe he scores the goal and he goes in. Maybe Barca hold down the fort for 30 minutes. Maybe Valencia still score and make it 1-1.
Everyone going 1. Everyone thinks that Araujo did the right thing.
Well, Spence, you and I, we have to defend this second option. We have to still there, because if people on the left are just typing 1, I mean,
Look at Barca now is attacking, even if you get 10 players. The worst thing is we miss Araujo on San Mamés, and it's a really important
game. And the
game.
other point is that you don't know if that ball was going to end at the back of the net or not.
That's true.
I'd lean a little bit towards number 3 at this point. I'm not sure, because
Careful here, the cross by Kessié. Sergio Roberto was looking for it inside the box. I have to say that Barca are being brave and having the ball and getting
it's
close
what
to
you have to
Valencia's
do, because
box.
with 1 less, they're defending. In my point of view, it's a mistake.
Yes, and there's still a long time to go. I mean, if you are in the 40th minute, 5 minutes remaining, you can say, okay, let's defend a little bit, like we did in the Bernabeu, that we did it really well. But yeah, there's still long time to go. Just to confirm, the players that are 1 card away from suspension, all that we said, Rafinha, Kessié, Ferran, Busquets, and Ousmane Dembélé. But of course, he's still out injured. More players for Barca warming up now. Eric Garcia and Jordi Alba are with Alarcón.
Okay. Defensive players, just in case we need them.
I think.
You think?
You think? What do you think, Spence?
He said Dembélé. I think we should just we should have just had Dembele in the squad today, brought him on in the 91st minute, have him pick up a yellow card so that he misses the next match, and then he's ready to go for the rest of the season.
True. Right, careful here with Valencia attacking inside of Barca's box. Vázquez.
But in that case, knowing Rafinha has yellow card, maybe it's good Alarcón enters for Rafinha, so you don't miss Rafinha in San Mamés. You enter there in a...
Oh, careful with Marcos Alonso winning back the ball. Barca with a chance to go on the counter-attack. Rafinha and Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso is going to support them. It's a 3-on-4. Sergio Roberto comes along to help as well. Rafinha with the pass inside.
No one was really helping
Intercepted.
him. Yeah.
No, but we have to focus on this game. And here I don't really agree, Irati, on you. I mean, about possible substitutions or what can happen in some matches.
Yeah, but if you're in minute 85 or something, 5 minutes to go, you're winning, maybe you have
You don't
to
want a
keep,
frustration yellow card. A foul on Kessié.
And that's a good one. No, I agree. I mean, I agree in the fact of in the game probably Alarcón fresh can be better than Rafinha for the last minutes or for another player up front. But thinking on this game more than what can happen in San Mamés.
But you can think in both.
Yeah. Well, we have a chance at the set piece right now. Let's see if we can make the most of it. We don't have our main threat, Ronald Araujo. He was sent off.
Still a
You can
shooting,
also try,
position.
Yeah.
But I think we should just stop talking about shooting positions from here and hope that one day when we don't talk about it, it'll just go in.
Well, I had a question ready. But wait a minute, we won't show it now. We'll show it in a bit. Well, Rafinha cross. Will he shoot? Rafinha with the cross. Oh!
See?
Ooh. Defender bumping into keeper. Got themselves into a bit of a muddle there, but throw into Valencia. Let's ask the question. Santi, I think I sent you the question. The curse of the free kick. When will it end? Will it end today? Yes, no? My third option that I gave was it'll happen in the Clásico.
Ooh. Which
Could
one?
be cool.
The League Clásico, the next one. I'm not
if I have
so
to choose
confident that it's
between
going to happen today. We had our chance today.
If I have to choose between happening today and in El Clásico, I prefer in El Clásico.
Me too.
No.
I'll go in El Clásico.
No.
You're going no? You're going two? No? I think today we've had our chance. We don't get that many free kicks.
No, not like the way that we used to.
No, not like we used to. And obviously, like now we're playing in a situation in which we're one man down, and it'll be difficult, harder to get to Valencia's box. Right, Valencia attacking. We're just over 20 minutes away from this concluding. And we're 1-0 up. Rafinha scored the goal. And Araujo was sent off just over 5 minutes ago.
Again.
Wow. Is there a cat in here or something?
I don't know what.
Valencia in possession, looking for a ways in. Barca defending. Now here's Castillejo. Guillamón with the switch. Koundé tries to clear, but it falls to Vázquez. Crossed by Vázquez, blocked by Koundé. Almeida picks it up. Valencia now in possession. Barca just a little bit too deep here, I think.
I find it interesting, just funny that Christensen and Alonso and Balde are in the game defensively, and Koundé is still on the right-hand side. It's just funny to me that he, even after the red card, he's still right back.
Careful with Valencia trying to build here. Balde, well, but who would you have as right back?
Balde.
No,
maybe.
that's the difficult part. Balde's played it once or twice. Sergio Roberto's played it once or twice, but it still seems like the best option. Although we saw Koundé in the center back position during the week, we saw how good he can be there too.
He was excellent in that game against Real Madrid. So was Marcos, to be honest.
I think the best game since he's a Barca player.
I think for both of them, the best game since they've been Barca players. Just such a solid performance, helped by Araujo and Balde on the wing as well. But here now is ter Stegen out wide to Balde, receives on the left. See if Balde can get away. Yes. Passing to Busquets. Busquets back to Christensen, and Christensen to Koundé. Good pass by Koundé, out of reach for Rafinha.
Yeah, Barca can't hold on to the ball right now.
No.
But that was a relatively easy pass for Koundé. Barca just need to be a little bit more accurate in their passing.
I think.
Not give away the ball too easily. Busquets with the foul.
Maybe it could be a good option to bring Pablo Torre.
An extra bit of control in midfield.
Is the way
I
to
just get the
defend
feeling
without
that
nerves.
when games are tight like this, especially when you're ahead, Xavi and his coaching staff are always going to trust the more veteran players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
which would be who at this point?
Well, no. I mean, the ones who are on the pitch.
Right, but
like
it
maybe
was
not
Jordi
even
Alba,
make any more substitutions.
Eric
And maybe
Garcia and
bring on
Alarcon.
Alba late, or You've already brought on Kessié. Careful now. Castillejo is going to start running. Lino. Across inside.
oh,
I thought that was
offside.
Offside? Okay. I thought that was in.
I still don't understand these situations, why they take that long.
So who was offside? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a clear offside. Who is number 29? I didn't write that down.
Is the youngster, no, that has entered?
Yeah.
Fran, no?
Well, had a clear opportunity there, but he was offside. Valencia win the ball back again in front of Ferran Torres. Sergi Roberto battles for it, gets it to Kessié. Kessié hangs on to the ball. Ferran needs to get out of the offside position as Kessié didn't have options there. The pass now, Castillejo runs inside, gets away from Busquets. Castillejo could shoot, he's got Christensen in front of him, shot blocked by Christensen.
And now we're suffering.
Yeah.
Now we're suffering. Bruno.
By far, Castillejo, the most dangerous player for Valencia in attack, and of course has came on minutes ago, so he's fresh. And Barça have to be really careful there, I think, marking Castillejo.
I know Xavi is not going to do this, but I would bring Pablo Torre there because we are suffering in the midfield. We lost the control of the ball in the midfield, and we cannot do...
For who?
For Sergi Roberto, maybe.
But of course,
Kessié
it's difficult to control the game with 10 players. I mean,
Yeah.
It is difficult, but you need more peloteros right now because it will be the way that the time goes and you don't suffer in the back.
Yeah, there's very clearly one less midfielder around right now. We can see that because even though Ansu was the player taken off,
There was always someone extra coming in.
Bussi's always sitting back anyway. He's not getting forward.
the ones that are preparing their changes are Valencia, and they're going to introduce a triple change, Valencia. Triple change for them with Yunus Musa, with Justin Kluivert, the son of former Barça player Patrick Kluivert. Yeah, these two players, the ones that are ready right now.
Two of the most dangerous they have right now. Like Kluivert is one of the most dangerous Valencia has,
well, yeah.
and Yunus Musa, he changed the system today, and that's why Yunus Musa was not playing the first time. So.
How nervous are you? I'm tending towards one, not yet there, but give me 5 more minutes. As Barça had a corner kick.
I'm starting to get nervous too.
Yeah, I've still got my nails, but yeah, I'm starting to tend towards 1.
Yeah, is there something a little less than 1 but more than 3?
Yeah,
Like,
Just nervous?
Slightly? Yeah.
Slightly.
I'll be more nervous in about 10
like,
minutes.
like gradually tending more towards the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Right, 15 minutes remaining. 1-0 up.
We also need the Camp Nou for these difficult moments. Let's see if also the people and the fans also make a step forward supporting the team because the players need them.
I think, careful as Valencia attack again. Perez, deep pass through to Castillejo, who's going to get to the ball. Valde on top of him. Castillejo drives back on his left foot, trying to create something for his team. Guillamon.
The captain now, Valencia, Guillamon.
Valencia turn towards the left-hand side. Back to Guillamon. Barça sitting deep, chasing the ball.
Fans got to get loud.
Yeah.
We're at home.
Here is Castillejo. Castillejo looking for space to cross to feed a ball in. Barça well organised at the back. A long cross comes in. Rafinha heads it away.
Nice header.
Problem is, there's no one there to pick it up. It's just a clearance for another Valencia player to pick up the ball. Here we go again with Guillamon.
Barca's defending well right now.
Barca look organised, the cross by
Ter Stegen.
Castillejo. Ter Stegen comes out to punch the ball. Bumps into Koundé, who's down. Rafinha, who struggles to keep it in. Now, Bruno, Koundé's down.
Yes, Koundé is down. Let's see, because at the same time, Valencia are going to introduce the changes. As we said, Musa and Kluivert. Let's see which are the two players coming off. First one is Lino, Samuel Lino. And the second one, let's see who is going to be. Here we have it, is Almeida. So Almeida and Lino off for Musa and Kluivert. While you were seeing, I think on your screens, guys, the replay, no, in the action of Koundé.
Yeah, it's Ter Stegen's knee into the back of Koundé, a hard clash there. Let's see, is he all right?
I think so, yeah. He's okay, ready to defend now this action.
Okay.
Well, we've got a couple of different Kluivert connections now too, because Patrick Kluivert is a part of La Masia.
Young Patrick Kluivert.
Yeah, young Patrick. So I'm sorry, his middle name is Patrick. Shane.
Shane Patrick. Okay, yeah, Shane Patrick Kluivert, and of course our former legend Patrick Kluivert, who played for both teams, by the way, played for Barca and Valencia. Fulquier on the right. He's going to put a cross inside, blocked by Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto tries to play it out. Gonna fall straight out for a Valencia throw-in.
Still 10 minutes.
And let's see, because Oscar Hernandez is calling Eric Garcia. So Eric Garcia seems that it's going to be the next change for Barca.
Okay, Eric's gonna come on. I wonder for who?
Let's hope it's not Koundé, because that will mean maybe he's injured.
I would say or Roberto or a forward, if not to defend. And now, yes, we are, well, there are 11 minutes remaining.
Defensive line of 5, oh. Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
So if you do that, just based on what the image we have on our screen, if Sergio Roberto comes off, you got Busquets, and then who's obviously going to stay back, and then Kessié, Rafinha, Ferran. That's it.
There's no way to connect up front.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking maybe.
Christensen came from.
Careful.
Christensen.
Yeah, we saw an image of Christensen like kind of grimacing. Maybe Christensen is the one who comes off.
I mean, he couldn't play at Bernabeu because he had pain in the knee, so maybe it was too much. 90 minutes.
We need to turn on the 100% hope mood. Yes,
yeah.
Yes, we do. How many games is Araujo going to miss? Just one. He was sent off straight red, but that's just a one-game suspension. He'll be back for El Clásico. He'll be fresh for El Clásico to defend Vinicius. Valencia attacking again. Deep ball into the box. It crosses the line. That's out. It's out. Hey, that's out.
¿Cómo que no?
What? Fulquier with the ball inside into the hands of Ter Stegen.
I don't understand this.
That went out.
Well, I think.
Completely out.
But that's reviewable if the ball ends up in the back of the net, so no worries. No worries.
Yeah, but in these situations, the other day I was watching a second league game, and one goalkeeper got injured because of a situation that the referee didn't stop, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, then the bar entered, but that goalkeeper got injured because of that.
Yeah.
Right. Bruno.
Change for Barca is Sergi Roberto coming off and Eric Garcia coming on. As we were expecting, Barca seems that they're going to defend with 5 in this last 9 minutes now remaining plus added time.
Well, it's a game in which we're going to need a lot of hearts. So feel the live chat with Blaugrana hearts. Come on, guys. Lots of Blaugrana hearts. It's not the ideal script with one man down. The important thing right now is the 3 points. So feel the live chat with Blaugrana hearts. Please, support for Barca.
I'm kind of laughing because after all the campaign and all the weeks saying, oh, Barca just defends. Well, today we have to defend also for the circumstances of the game and the result, but it's what it is. I mean, I think, yeah, Xavi, Oscar, Sergio are taking the good decision. We are 9 minutes away from 3 vital points, and yeah, you have to defend them with 10.
You know what I think is happening is that we've still got 4 at the back. So it's a 4-4-1 now. Marcos Alonso is left back, and Balde has gone to kind of like left midfield, left wing, right?
Yes, you're right, Robert, exactly. That's the impression that we have right now.
So at least like we're not completely parking the bus. The bus might be like meandering around around the box, but it's not parked yet.
And
careful. Valencia trying to make a move, driving inside. Lino, inside pass, intercepted by Koundé and rejected. Keep those hearts coming. We need support.
Vamos.
Valencia on the left, inside the box. Back comes Rafinha to recover,
Nice.
and clear.
The good point here is that you have Rafinha and Ferran that are two players forwards that are committed to defend always, and this I think is going to help a lot the team.
So Rafinha's defending has been as good as his first half attacking.
Yeah. And now the fans upping the volume at the Spotify Camp Nou, Bruno.
Absolutely, un día partit, everyone now, of course, with the team. The team needs, of course, the supporters, and the supporters need the team.
We got a lead, man. Let's protect
Arias
it.
bringing up the avocados. We need avocados. We need everything
avocados.
right now.
I've got the socks on. I've got the original avocados on here. Let's show them. Let's display them. There we go. This goes to show how important it is to take the opportunity. We had a penalty. It seems like 2 hours ago we had that penalty.
Yeah, it's incredible how can football change, because we got the penalty, we got the unsupposed, and then everything changed.
Rafinha defending again. Fans now trying to encourage the team after a quiet second half. Christensen clears.
Oh,
Ferran wins it back. Kessié. Foul on Kessié.
Good, that's good for Barça. A bit of interruption. Now, Kessié and also Christensen are down. Let's see, because Barça still has a window to make substitutions. Jordi Alba actually is warming up. Not anymore Ángel Alarcón. And Christensen seems to be now feeling some problems. Let's see if he can continue. He recovers. The one who is up now is Kessié. And guys, with the feeling that today, yes, it's this kind of games, as we say always in Spain, estos partidos te dan ligas. These kind of games, they give you leagues. Well, it's kind of this moment of the match that, yes, this is a final and decisive moment, or can be decisive for La Liga.
Christensen's fine. He got the ball kicked into him in a very uncomfortable area. That's why he was down. He's fine. Alarcón is going to come on, Bruno, I'm assuming, for Ferran.
I'm assuming same for Ferran or Rafinha for sure, one of the two players up front. And yes, he was not in the sideline because he was in the bench getting changed, and now the one who stops his warm-up is, of course, Jordi Alba. Barça gonna make all the windows of substitutions.
Okay. Heading into the 85th minute. Coming up, highlights and reactions on Barça TV Plus. Be sure to join us. Switch over to Barça TV Plus. Once the game ends, we'll be showing you the highlights and all of the reactions coming from Spotify Camp Nou. Hopefully celebrating a Barça win. There is 5 minutes remaining plus added time. We're playing with 10 men. We have a 1-0 lead. Rafinha scored. Valencia attacking.
Nothing.
Player goes down, nothing there.
The referee put his whistle to his mouth for a second, and that scared the bejeezers out of me. He went like this, and then he pointed,
and
but he pointed.
asking for the yellow card to the player because.
Well, if that's reviewed.
No, come on now.
There's nothing, no?
Come on, play ball.
He just puts the
Really?
feet right there.
Corner kick. The referee is pointing the corner kick. It's kind of a reaction, and VAR just enters in clear action. So no, there's not going to be a penalty. Well, now careful, because Alberola is saying wait. Let's see.
I don't think there's penalty there.
Play on.
Barca are extremely lucky here. Extremely lucky here. Koundé with the clearance. Careful, the shot by Musa. Barca need to clear the ball here. Now, the cross back into the box, and
Offside.
Diakabi was offside.
Take your time, please.
I honestly think Barca were extremely lucky there.
Moment of the substitution is going to be Rafinha, the one replaced for Ángel Alarcón.
You see, Xavi, listen to me.
Good effort by Rafinha, scoring the goal, helping in defence. Rafinha who was, good point, had a...
And careful because Rafinha is not coming off and he has 4 yellow cards. So please, Rafinha, go, because if not, they're going to show you the yellow card.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to finish that game.
That would be the worst yellow card
Ever.
At least that Rafinha wants to play El Clásico 100% and he wants to see the yellow card, but no, I don't think so.
Rafinha walks off, no yellow card, fortunately for him. Unfortunately for Barça, on comes Alarcón. The final minutes. 87th minute.
And in the second half, it will be more extra time than the first half.
Oh,
because
yeah,
we got the
There was a
penalty,
question
we
coming
got
from
this.
Jonathan Bruno. How much added time do you think there's going to be?
5.
5?
I think 4.
I'd sign for 5.
Yeah. Run by Kessié, tries to bring it down on his chest, can't. Barca loses the ball.
That's 7.5 more minutes of defending. I can do that. We can do that.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I can bear it. I thought we were done with suffering after
We've been
Thursday.
suffering
We should
all
start
year,
bringing
man.
a doctor over here for our hurts.
We've won 7 games by 1-0 in the league this season so far. We can make it the 8th today. This means 33.3% of the games, as we are in match day 24. So let's go for another 1-0 win today, and for sure we can do it.
We've been suffering all year like this.
And Spencer, you will be on the list also.
Bruno!
Come on, come on.
Are you going to cry if that happens?
Right, Spencer looking to get his first prediction right of the entire season with this 1-0. Barca trying to hang on to the result. Foul by by Ferran Torres, sorry. Alarcón is the one playing up front.
Hey, Xavi's got the
He's
same.
almost praying.
Xavi's hands are
Like
the same
this.
as ours.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Praying for this clock to tick just a little bit faster. Samu Castillejo, Fouquier. Samu back to Diakabi. Barca defending. Valencia trying to make a move here. The defensive line of 7
Out.
for Barca.
Yeah.
The ball goes straight out. Vamos.
Take your time now.
1 minute remaining.
There's 2 different types of games that champions win, right, throughout the season. Okay, this season's not over, but these are the types of games that you have to hold on to. It's games like this,
Yeah.
and then we were watching the Arsenal-Bournemouth game yesterday, coming back from down 2-0, scoring a goal at the last play of the game, taking
halftime.
3 points. There's games like this, and there's games like that. The last time Rafinha scored a goal the way he did today was the first way.
Yeah.
The last time we played Valencia was the first way with Lewandowski at the death. This is one where you just have to grind. You got to hold on.
Hang on with the tips of your fingers. Nearing the edge of the seat right now. Long ball by Ter Stegen. Kessié chase it, but you can't get to it.
All right, moment of truth.
Valencia playing from behind. 10 seconds remaining until we get to the 90th minute. Bruno, let us know how much time is going to be added on.
5 minutes of added time.
Okay, that's
Bruno
what we were
should be
expecting.
refereeing.
He's
almost
basically the
right,
fifth official.
He studies them enough.
But then he'd be
Bruno studies them a lot.
He'd be so mad at himself all the time.
Yeah.
Really good game. Actually, we have to say it so far from Malvela Rojas. I think the referee is one of the young referees where there are high expectations on the federation, and he has done a brilliant job, I think, today in all decisions.
Right. Barca are going to try and win it back. Is it? Is a corner kick?
Yeah.
I jinxed it, or
Yeah.
or it was a good decision. This one, I don't know. Let's see a replay, but
Yeah, I think it went off of Marcos. Yeah, it did.
He was trying to sell it. Once he realized he couldn't catch up to it.
Tense moments here. In comes the cross. Ball headed away. We need extra strength at the back. Should we fill the live chat with like
Walls, maybe.
Brick walls.
brick walls. Yes, brick walls. Careful. Oh, careful. The clearance by Christensen. The shot goes up high by Castillejo. Right. Yes, we want brick walls, and we also want buses on the live chat. I'm going to fill the live chat with buses. Do they exist? Yeah. No?
Yeah. I'm
They
sure.
have to.
Goal kick to Barça.
And now every chance that Valencia misses is celebrated here at the Camp Nou like a goal in favor. So let's manage well this situation. We've been used this season so far to these situations of 1-0 up in the final minutes. So we believe, of course, in this team.
We believe in this team. I'm looking for a bus to park.
I'm going to send
here.
the
Where are
walls.
the, give me the brick walls. Search
I'm
brick
going
wall.
to send them.
Search wall.
Barça trying to put a little bit of pressure on Alarcón now.
Nicely.
Leaving Valencia in their half. Busquets is going to recover. If Barça can just keep the ball here, buses. I'm putting buses on the live chat.
I have a problem that
Throw in to Barça on the right-hand side. Look at my buses on there.
Nice bus,
I
Robert.
don't find the wall.
Buses are fine.
I know there's a brick wall emoji.
Yeah, but
Oh, well.
I have my phone in Catalan.
Can someone type in the brick wall emoji? We need walls, buses, strength, whatever. Why does it always have to be like this?
I don't get used to.
2 minutes and a half. Throw into Valencia. Jacobi from behind. Valencia trying to make it across the halfway line. At the moment, still in their own half. Guillamon, long switch.
Nah,
going to chase and defend. Throw in to Barça. Vamos. More buses. Two minutes remaining, Bruno.
We want another clean sheet of Ter Stegen. We want another one.
More than ever.
Come on.
We want another clean sheet. We want the 3 points. We want to at least stay 7 points clear of Real Madrid at the top of the table. The back pass by Casillas intercepted by Kluivert. Fulquier, the cross into the edge of the box. Koundé clears. Bounce just ahead of Christensen. Oof.
Well, I don't find it.
1 minute and a half. Valencia with the ball. Barça defending deep. Valencia go to the left. They're going to try and put a cross inside. Ferran defending. In comes the cross. The clearance by Busquets. Can Alarcón fight for it? No. Now Fulquier on the right. Fulquier in front of Balde. Right-footed cross by Fulquier. The ball cleared. The volley on the edge of the box. Busquets heads it up in the air. Careful. Eric Garcia. Now Kessié heads it away. Ball on the edge of the box. Valencia recover the shot. Ter Stegen. Vamos! Ter Stegen.
Vamos.
Shot by Kluivert. Ter Stegen.
This has to end here. Come on, Mark.
Get it down
with
Ter
Stegen airplanes.
Get it down the pitch. Was that his first airplane?
That was his first save of the game. First shot on target for Valencia. Get it down the field. Long goal kick by Ter Stegen. Final 15 seconds.
Ya está. Come on.
Oh, is that the final whistle?
Wow!
Vamos! Final whistle. Vamos. A few seconds early. Barça win the 3 points. Vamos. 3 points for Barça. 3 crucial points. We stay at top of the table right now. 10 points ahead of Real Madrid. So, fill the live chat with Blaugrana hearts. Another win for Barça in La Liga. Blue and red hearts for Barça for these 3 points. 3 crucial points in La Liga. Also, blue and red hearts for Spencer Siegel, who gets his first prediction right.
Hey, I had the airplanes too. If there's only one,
All right.
I said one.
Nice predictions today.
It's your
Vamos!
day. Come on.
Woo. Well,
thank you. Oh, thank you.
thank you. Right. 1-0 win for Barça. We've done so much suffering this week. 1-0 at the Bernabeu, 1-0 at the Spotify Camp Nou. Circumstances that we had to play half an hour with 10 men. 1 man down because Ronald Araujo was sent off with a straight red card. 3 very important points. I think this week was about getting those 2 wins. The how was secondary this week. We are now 10 points ahead of Real Madrid at the top of the table. Irati Vidal
too much of a suffer, but as we said before, it's these kind of wins that make you win championships. And today it was more important than ever to win how it was. Like, it didn't matter anything else than those 3 points to just forget that we lost the other day against Almeria and to put pressure on Real Madrid, because now the ball is on them.
Rate the game from 1 to 10. Did you like it? Did you not? I'm going to give it, Spence, a 6 out of 10. The game. The win is a 10 out of 10. The game is a 6.
Yeah, it's 3 points. I think you said you don't get used to suffering like this. It's not what you want to do, but these were games that last year they had a harder time winning. And this year they're winning them. They're winning these games, and they've got the 10-point advantage. And Irati said the ball is in Madrid's court, and now we can sit back and go watch that. I'm hoping for my double tonight with the Bulls a little bit later, and all's good. It's a win.
Let's go over our predictions, see who got it right. We already know that Spence got it right. Did someone else get a 1-0? Let's take a look at those predictions. Irati went 1 too high.
Almost.
Bruno and I went 2 too high. Oh, Salva got it right as well. So congratulations to Salva and Spence. Spence, I think Irati and I will stay here. You go and do the honours yourself. Point it up in the air because it looks better. Spence, your microphone. Your mic equipment.
Hold on, we're good.
All yours, Spence.
Thanks, guys. This is so great.
Up in the air.
Hey!
Right, we'll see you guys in post-game. Go head over to Barça TV Plus.